also.
We are alive.
I'm finally below 200 in fat. For the first time in like 4 years.
Get yours, get yours, get yours.
Thank the Lord.
By any means. We are live. We are live. We should be live. Love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for joining another live stream this week, episode 189. I am Victor. This is the Club Ambition Podcast, a.k.a. Cap. Thank you very much for joining. Sound for the fellow OG YouTuber fans of us. We got in the building Noel and Edwin. You know what I'm saying? Ready to rock and roll, ready to pod. Marloon's not here. Marloon's on vacation in Florida. He had to take a trip. He's working with Playboy Cardi. Playboy Cardi wanted an engineer. We flew Marloon out. He's gonna let us know how that goes or went next week. Because you know they have a little history together, but hopefully they fixed it. Randomly, I was thinking about that song though right before we started. You can fuck my bitch, you can have my hoe. Get yours, get yours, get yours by any means. That's why I don't get when people were saying, what was it last year when he dropped his new album? They were like, "Oh, this is the best album he's done." Marloon already texting us. Why is
my name next to Playboy Cardi?
Oh shit.
We got to, bro. We gotta be honest here. We gotta be transparent. But when people were trying to say like Schoolboy Q's new album from last year was like his best album and et cetera, I'm like, you guys don't. Let's stop it.
There was a lot of meat eating during those days.
Let's stop it. Like that album. What was that album?
Blue Lips.
Blue Lips was crazy.
I definitely go back to.
But Oxymoron was crazy. Even what's the Crash Talk album?
Two Door Coupe is Crash.
I think it was
Talk.
called Crash Talk. Yeah. That yeah. No, so.
I like Thank God for Me. That song.
Thank God for
hard.
Me. No, that song's crazy. That's one of his best songs maybe
Ohio ever. With Freddie Gibbs on that album.
Yeah, no, 100%. But thank you guys for joining this live stream. You know what I'm saying? If you're new here, welcome. You want to listen to the podcast throughout the week, you can. Play it back on audio platforms. Also, you can watch back clips, the Cap clips, across social media, etc. From Rhode Island to the world, Club Ambition Podcast, we are here. And obviously, got to start off with our sponsors. Want to shout out to our sponsors. I'll give them a shout out. I think we might be done already, but I'll just still give them a shout out. Shout out to our guy Justin at Liberty Lumber. Visit libertylumberproducts.com, based out of Coventry, Rhode Island. If you're looking for actual quality woodwork, they have amazing products, custom pieces. I highly recommend them. Stop by Liberty Lumber Products. They have a great YouTube channel as well where they promote their stuff. Small business. Support small businesses, support entrepreneurs, especially out of the smallest state in the country, Rhode Island. Also, shout out to Mother Earth Wellness, our guys at Mother Earth. Promo code AMBITION. That's right, we're back working with Mother Earth. The promo code is AMBITION. Reminder to use the promo code AMBITION. You guys get 10% off your discount. And during this live stream, every week, you guys get 20% off when you use AMBITION20. Mother Earth Wellness, the #1 dispensary in Rhode Island. Make sure to use the promo code. It's more cheaper, affordable for you. 20% is a lot. So use it. And you guys have been using it. A lot of you, hundreds of you have been using it. So we appreciate you. Again, Mother Earth Wellness. I think I'm going to mention them at the end of the podcast again. Do like a brief little moment. Shout out to Mother Earth. And also, the Rhode Island Hospital. Working with the Rhode Island Hospital behind the scenes right now to do a cancer awareness event that they want to do August 3rd. So this is like slow promo, more details to come, but August 3rd, Rhode Island Hospital, cancer screening, prevention, awareness, educational event for the community, for the kids here in Rhode Island. More details coming soon. Don't want to confirm too much, but August 3rd is the date pending. I'll keep you guys updated. Shout out to the Rhode Island Hospital. Great people over there that I'm connecting with. And yeah, let's get to it, man. Marloon's in Florida. We stated that. He's beefing with Playboy Cardi, but they're reconciling. You know, they're not making out, but making up out there. So we're gonna see how that goes. Did you guys watch over the weekend Lilo and Stitch? No, I want to go. I want to take Ocean to go see it.
I want to see it though.
Yeah, have you watched Lilo and Stitch when you were kids or no?
Yeah, hell yeah, that shit was dope.
Yeah,
I love Lilo and Stitch as a kid. Also, live stream watchers, the Cap crew, leave a comment because Marloon's not behind the board over there. So if we need to fix any audio, any visual, anything throughout the whole live stream, let us know. You guys are producers. Everyone that's watching is a producer. You guys take part of the show completely. So it's for you. So you want to look us to look the best, sound the best.
Marloon in GTA 6 right now.
Marloon's in GTA, basically. But yeah, Lilo and Stitch dropped over the weekend. I want to take my son to go see it. I haven't taken him to go see it yet. Growing up though, I used to watch Lilo and Stitch like crazy. My son, when he was like 2 years old, he watched Lilo and Stitch, everything, all the movies, all the show, all the whole episodes. But they dropped a live action version this weekend.
Did you see the reviews?
The reviews have been mixed reviews. I want to go see it still because I don't. It's like I gotta.
What's the rating right now?
Because people were like,
The critics are cooking it. The audience is not.
Wow.
Yeah. So.
it grossed $341 million opening weekend on the global box office, and that's more than when the original film came out, the animation one, in 2002. That was $273 million, but inflation.
Yeah. They're also cooking in the chat.
So, they're cooking the movie, but the inflation,
What?
actually makes it $485 million. That's
When you
crazy.
account for it?
Yeah, bro, because
Originally?
it's 2002.
No, I mean originally. So originally it was 400.
So originally it was $273 million,
But then when
but because of
inflation
inflation,
is
it's actually now, back then they made more technically than what they made now.
No, yeah.
Um,
That makes sense. That
but-
was a great movie.
the thing about it, are you guys against these type of movies that we loved as a child, right? As a kid, we were so small watching these movies. Oh my, growing up, we recall them that were animated. But then now, it's like, for them to do it again, why would they animate it again? So what they do is live action. We got the live action Lion King,
Yeah.
right? Then now we got the live action Lilo and Stitch. But a lot of people are against that shit. They're not fucking with it.
They were in love with the characters from before the animated version, so it's hard to let that go. But it's at the same time, you got to see it in a different light, man. Just be open minded about it and just go from there.
You watch Lion King?
No, but like I wasn't really big on the fact how they used real animals with then like them talking. I'm like, with that I think, but with I don't know.
You watch Lion King?
Stitch.
I did. It was bad. I
What's,
don't like it.
what's another live action one? I'm trying to think. Like, to see if
Little
you guys have
Mermaid?
watched. Oh, you watch Little Mermaid?
They do
did.
Sonic and
Bad.
stuff like that. I think.
Oh,
that's
Sonic,
cool.
Sonic.
Pokemon.
Sonic was good. I caught up on the Sonic. Sonic was good. No, you didn't watch Sonic?
Sonic looks good.
I watched the first one. It was alright.
Jim Carrey.
My thing is this.
Sonic ain't bad.
You guys came in line. Animation's at a point where it can be done very well.
Yeah, man.
And
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like Mickey Mouse, for example, has been around for years. Like literally like 100 years at this point. Why can't you...
It's public domain now. The
He does
original
Winnie
Mickey
the
Mouse.
Pooh, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Winnie the
my
Pooh's
thing
public
is-
domain now too.
Yeah, but like, why can't we just like use these characters in different stories? Why are we taking the same stories we already saw and like live actioning them?
But I think it's because the new stories suck. We got Winnie the Pooh, the murderer horror movie. Like it's like horrible.
I'm not talking about
It's like that's
murder
what we
shit.
get from the new original ideas. Is like that's because
That's weird.
I
That's
also
weird.
just feel like niggas ain't trying. I feel like a lot of you niggas is just mailing it in at this point. Yo.
Also, it's like they stick to what they know. So like for them to drop like Disney has new IPs and new characters, right? But then for Lilo and Stitch, like it's classic. They know it worked the first time, doing it again, and then they have what's his name that played in Hangover, the white guy from Hangover, the funny fat guy from Hangover, Zach
Galifianakis,
Galifianakis.
yeah.
He's in it, and I think he plays like the doctor that's trying to hunt down
Really?
and catch them.
That's a good. I
Yeah,
want to
that's
see it just because of that now.
Yeah.
I'm telling you. So I
I
saw that
just
in the
wanna
trailer
see
and
it.
shit. I'm like, oh shit, they got this guy in here. I'm like, this shit
That's
looking.
funny.
Shit might be hilarious.
Yeah.
Shit might be hilarious. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it with my son this week. I might go take him tomorrow. $2 Tuesdays. I wish. $5 Tuesdays at
Isn't that a
Showcase.
thing in Pawtucket?
$2 Tuesdays.
I think so. They shut that theater down.
Oh, the $2 movie theater.
yo, we used to go all the
I
time.
used to go all the time. That shit
Oh
was
my
bad.
god.
Bro, the audio was terrible. The visual was terrible.
I
There was a
remember
mess
it
in there. That
being
shit was
bad.
bad. That
Yeah,
shit was
you're
bad.
not really from Rhode Island if you don't remember
The
that
$2
$2
movie
movie theater in East Providence.
That was East Providence.
I watched Hall Pass at that movie theater.
Oh my god. That sounds like a freaky movie?
You don't remember the comedy
Hall
Hall
Pass?
Pass when
Was it
the
naked?
husband and the wife they give each other a Hall Pass, and the nigga's struggling to find bitches, but
Oh my god.
she's about to have like a romantic like sex with some dude.
Patriot Cinema or some shit. Remember Patriot? It was called Patriot something,
bro,
no?
it was a $2. It was
I saw
literally called
Moonlight in that theater.
wasn't it called literally the $2 movie theater?
No. It was like Patriot Place or Patriot Cinema,
forget the
Patriot
name.
Theater. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
You used to
That
watch
shit was bugged, though.
movies in there. It was like tiny theaters. It smelled.
It smelled though. The audio was bad.
Damn, I don't remember it being
But it was a
No,
vibe.
it was bad.
It was a
bro. It was
vibe.
bad. Yo, Edward, it was bad. Yeah,
It was
bad.
like movies that were
Yeah.
not in theater no more,
Yeah.
but
I
they're
watched
not in
3
DVD
movies there.
either.
Yeah, they're not there yet.
They're like in
It's
between.
Yeah, bro. It was like,
I watched Vin Diesel's Triple X. I watched
yeah.
Yo,
You watch a lot.
Fences. And
You watch Fences there?
I watched
You're a
Fences
fucking
there.
degenerate.
Yeah, it was not my idea. It
That's
was Eric's
crazy.
idea.
Nah,
nigga.
Eric's a degenerate.
And Moonlight. Those
You
three.
watch Moonlight, man? Nigga, I'd rather watch that shit at home, nigga. You watching that shit with the popcorn on the floor.
Nigga watching
Smell
some
like hot
cheap.
piss.
You watching some gay movies,
Bro,
in there.
you know what that movie is, bro? You know what that movie? Yo, that movie theater is like when girls go to the nigga's house that got no bed frame and you just fucking on the floor. That's what that movie theater is like, bro. You are a nasty
wild.
nigga.
I remember
yes,
that
it
shit
is,
like that.
nigga.
It-
I
it
remember
lasted-
that shit. That shit got no respect
It
for
lasted
people.
more than it should have. Because you think
Way
about it,
longer.
like it wouldn't survive today.
Hell
No,
no.
no,
Oh
That shit
my
was
god!
bad.
With this type of fucking inflation and shit,
Nah,
that
niggas
movie
would
theater,
be there every day.
yeah.
that shit would be packed.
Bro, it used to smell like dog piss. There was
Damn.
pop. Nigga, they didn't have real help. They wasn't cleaning for real
But then the streaming era probably didn't help it
at all.
at all, to be honest. Because like,
Brush is cheaper than Redbox, nigga.
Oh my god, I forgot about Redbox. Holy shit, is that
My
still a
God.
thing?
Yeah, there's a Redbox on Reservoir. Outside of that, with a Walgreens, they shut down that
They s-
Walgreens.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
used that's the one I used to go to.
Yeah,
They
the Redbox is still there. Yeah, that Redbox is still there, bro. Because you got to think about it.
Fuck?
If you want to get a game, just get it there, nigga. Play it for a few days and you're done.
Wow.
They have video games, movies.
Yeah,
That's
I
true.
remember that. Wow.
that's true. You can't steal a game, right? Because can't you download the game and then just return it to Redbox?
No, because you need the CD if you do the CD version. You still have to download something, but
God bless.
I'm gonna watch that Lilo and Stitch though.
Yeah, no, shout out to Lilo and Stitch. Great people. You know what I'm saying?
yo, why is Marloon on your ass?
What's
Nigga
he talking
said,
about?
Noel, tell Edwin to hit legs.
this nigga. Here we go.
All
I'll tell you to hit some.
right, that's it. No more jokes. No more jokes. Stop. That's it. Oh, I was about to say, yo, Mark, don't take it there because it's taking it there. I'm taking it further.
I'm a shooter.
That's something you don't want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I gotta hit legs though. It's my weakest thing, man. I gotta do legs.
We all do. Jadakiss is on the podcast with Fat Joe. His legs are looking kind of skinny. I'm like, oh, Jada could probably hit legs, but it's like, God bless. We all gotta hit some legs. You know what I'm saying? You
No,
might have to
what
be
the
careful.
fuck?
I think I seen some sack.
Nah,
Be careful, nigga. Be careful.
I'm wearing underwear. I'm
Holy
wearing underwear.
shit, what's going on?
I don't got
guys?
my sack
It's
out.
not even that hot outside.
Yeah.
These niggas is ready for summer. Let's talk about it, guys. Let's start with Kai Cenat. Kai Cenat has taken the world by storm. I think this is the greatest streamer of all time. One of the greatest content creators in the history of life is Kai Cenat because what he's done over the weekend with Streamer University. He literally rented out a full-on university facility, a whole college, and had, I think, like over 100 streamers from across the world, including famous ones, brand new ones who auditioned and made it. And they were out there for like a 4-day weekend, and they had actual lessons and classes throughout the 4 days. To be honest, most of the classes were bullshit and just jokes and networking and content creation, but they did have some serious content from, shout out to Dante, Agent. They had some serious shit going on. And aside from that, the networking aspect,
Yeah.
these streamers gain so much. I have some of the stats breakdown right
crazy.
here. The amount of
Followers they got.
followers that they've gained. For example, there's one streamer, the Asian girl Nina.
She's hilarious.
She's hilarious. She's from Druski's. So Druski, the Asian girl from Druski,
Oh, okay, that Nina.
The-
I was
from New
thinking about
York.
some other Asian girl. There was some funny one. I forget her
the one from the
name.
Druski Love Show, the
No, I
Asian
know
girl.
that one. Yeah, I know that girl.
She
yeah.
started with 33,000 subscribers on Twitch. After this weekend, now she has over 200,000.
Wow.
Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. You never seen it on TikTok? Man.
Nigga, you ever seen that shit?
No.
Nigga.
This
cook-
nigga did this
Yeah,
song.
yeah,
and this
yeah.
Cooking with Kaya. Oh, he did better than me. Yes, that's
I know
everything.
Indian love. I see a lot of
wa-
Indian love clips in
Nah,
this
fuck
guy.
India
DDG.
Love India Love now has I think like 300,000 Twitch subscribers. She wasn't even a Twitch streamer. Now she's become one and she's
Yeah.
instantly famous. Well, she
I
was famous
seen-
before that. Don't get me wrong.
I
Obviously.
seen some fights.
the game was fingering her in the park when she was like 19 years old.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
Wild. No, yeah, she's wild.
God bless the
This
game.
nigga's disgusted.
Bro, I'm sick.
The game's a wild guy.
Bro,
Cooking with Kaya though started off with 7,000 going in. She didn't stream. She had 7,000 followers on Twitch.
Who's this
Now
Kaya
Cooking
girl?
with Kaya has 250,000 subscribers on Twitch.
You know Cooking with Kai is? Bro, I be watching her fucking videos
For the
on the...
clip.
Or followers, my bad. Followers, right? Because it's not subscribers.
TV when I watch her.
Followers on Twitch. Followers on Twitch. Followers on Twitch.
She's showing like what she shows, like her ass and shit while she.
Because
cooks and
obviously
some shit.
followers is different than subscribers, right? Because subscribers
Yeah.
you got to pay.
You
Followers
gotta
are
pay
free.
this.
So let me correct myself in case I said it too many times. So Nina had 200,000 followers. Cooking with Kai now has 250,000, 250,000 followers on Twitch, right? These are just some examples. Another stat breakdown right here reads that the most watched streamer university channels, number 1 was DDG, right? He had 3.57 million hours watched. He's the most watched streamer during the Streamer University channel over the weekend. Ray had 1.73 million hours watched. Kai Cenat had 1.47 million hours watched. Rakai had 1.46 million 1.46 million hours. And let me see. Agent had 766 hours watched. And then India Love had 816,000 hours watched. Right? And for reference point, DDG airtime was of streaming. I think he streamed the whole weekend. DDG was streaming 71 hours straight, I believe. Kai Cenat only streamed 5 hours, but still, he's already in the top 3 of the most watched streamer from Streamer University channels. It was insane. On top of that, there was some drama. I'm gonna show you guys the best moments. We can react to the best moments in here. We'll watch it with you guys, the best moments. But then there's also worst moments. Worst moments of this Streamer University. Unfortunately, there was some drama that was real life drama. There was some drama that was like stage shit that was funny. First of all, I go on TikTok, I go on Twitter. Every app I open, all I see is clips from Streamer University. It's everywhere.
I see it a lot.
It's you cannot avoid it.
No, I saw it everywhere. I've caught up with everything.
It's insane.
I know the plot lines.
There's so many plot
Oh
lines.
no, there's mad plot lines. This is all scripted. This is just all
I've
scripted.
caught up with everything.
It's just scripted. But
It's
there's plot
amazing.
lines. Dabo got cheated on.
I don't know these
Cooking with
people,
Kaya
man.
cheated on her man, shaking some ass.
Yep.
What happened? DDG and Duke Dennis were fighting for
India Love.
India Love.
I know
but
that.
at some point, DDG
His
pulled
ball,
up
their ball.
Yeah, yeah.
They're calling the girl's ball. That's my ball.
Yeah, so these in the fourth quarter, DDG pulled it off, right? And then this nigga Duke is with that nigga. What's that nigga's name? Ben. What the fuck is this nigga's
Ben the
name?
Don.
Ben the Don.
Druski's best friend.
Yeah, they're outside. They're like talking last night. He's like, bro, I don't even want that. That ball been in the lane.
Oh no, yeah, he checked her.
He checked
Yeah,
DDG. He's like, bro, that's a slut. So
Yeah.
No, he let her know that he's like done with her, right? Like
yeah,
he's
yeah,
all
yeah.
set.
Yeah, he's all set.
Yeah.
I'd still fuck her. So what else happened?
Beautiful woman.
Yeah, Ray Kai. Ray Kai been getting cooked all day. Even Drake
Who's
dissed
Ray
him.
Kai, the kid with the glasses?
He's
No.
like 16 years old. The,
He's like 16.
the little Kai Cenat.
Little Kai
He's
Cenat.
like the
You're
little.
thinking
the one
of
that looks
Lil
like
Rodney.
little Kai Cenat.
Yeah, you're thinking of Lil Rodney.
Yeah, Lil Rodney wasn't there.
Yeah. No, Lil Rodney was
Oh
there.
yeah, he was there. He was there.
He was there.
I don't think he was there the whole weekend though.
No,
I
he
don't
was
know.
there the whole
Chiclet was
weekend.
there,
He was. Him and Emily. Him and that girl Emily that never left her house and streamed for 3 years.
That's
Remember?
dope.
They were talking the whole time.
That's
I think
dope.
he's gonna fuck her. Watch. And bro, I've been caught up.
Chiclet and Melanie, hilarious.
This kid with the glasses called him old. I saw a clip of that. That shit was hilarious.
That shit was funny.
He was like, "You guys are 40."
Speed's brother was there. Jamal.
Yep.
Streaming.
Fat ass nigga.
Hilarious.
That nigga's hilarious though. The thing is, bro,
There's
this is
some
this is
Asian
reality
girl.
TV. This is reality
It was
TV.
funny.
This is literally reality TV. That's why I don't get when people. I had a tweet that went viral when I was like, Hot 106 in Park could still work out today. And I was like, but I think streamers would have to be involved. And people were like, no, streamers. But that's the same day they was shitting on Aiden Ross because of what he said about Doechii. So niggas was anti-streamer that whole day on the timeline. So I think they were trying to take the energy off on me. Like, what do you mean? Or maybe the niggas just ain't tapped in because they were trying to argue like, they don't know about music videos. They don't know about songs. Bro, these streamers just, all they do is react to new music. All they do is react to new music and music videos and everything. Like, what are you talking about? And these streamers be rapping themselves. Like, you guys are out of touch. And on top of that, it's just like you said, this is reality TV. The same way we used to tune in to watch live
Jersey
TV,
Shore.
Hot 106, TRL, all this live shit, 106 in Park, not Hot 106, 106 in Park,
Flavor Flav.
all this stuff, and how we
TLC.
would watch things together when it would air, like 8 p.m. tonight, new episode of Flavor of Love,
Jersey Shore.
Jersey Shore, right? We were talking about it the next day in school. That's what these kids are doing now with these streamers.
Yeah.
It's just they're people's lives, like 24/7.
Yeah.
Or whatever's happening in their life. They make content out of it. A lot of times it's scripted, etc.
No, that whole thing was scripted.
And there's a lot of shit that gets crazy, right? So Rakai, he's the one that's like the mini Kai Cenat. He's the one that went too far because he was shooting Orbeez guns
I saw that.
in the hallways,
Caught a
and
nigga in
he
the
hit
eye.
a girl in the eye, right? Hit
shit.
the girl in the eye. The girl had to go to the hospital. Police got involved, and Kai Cenat had to do an emergency live stream. And Kai Cenat said, "Clean the fucking university up. Everybody clean up. You guys went too far. I gotta go to the hospital now to handle this." That was the last night of the streamer university that coincidentally that happened, right?
Wow.
The girl though, she's fine. She came out. She's saying she's not gonna do no lawsuits. People think that she's gonna sue Kai. No. She's not gonna do that. And she's a streamer herself. A streamer
there are
herself.
streamers there, right?
So she's gonna get some spotlight. And a lot. And that was a beautiful thing. I'll play that clip right now to show the people
Yeah.
behind us to give some context because I want to show the people.
Yeah, I
Also,
haven't seen
DDG
that.
like took them to a club. They were throwing money. Kai fake called the police. Had the police with him breaking up the party.
Hilarious.
Shit was funny, bro. It's reality TV. When Drake gave the speech and he said this is the shift in media, this is where me and Drake probably disagree. If anyone thinks this is the complete shift in media, they're wrong. This is definitely the
It's
shift
a
in
part of
the shift in media.
It's a part of it.
Yeah, reality TV will be this moving forward, without a doubt. Like, but there are a lot of people who found this shit fucking stupid. There was a very negative backlash on Twitter on this issue.
There's a lot of kids in it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? There's a lot of kids.
Oh no, yeah, this is like in 26. I mean, when we were 16, we go to school and be like, "Yo, did you see Jersey Shore yesterday? This
Yeah.
nigga Ronnie was bugging." That's what this is.
The teens mostly, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
And people are trying to say, "Why is Drake? He's too old." What is
Teen-
Drake's over here following some
Drake
girls.
is investing. That's what he's doing.
Drake's
Yeah,
investing,
yeah.
bro.
Definitely put money
He
in
could
this.
start a whole streamer league himself or like a streamer label, and the niggas would sign to him
But
because
it's
he's
like
Drake.
Kendrick said, I heard you like him young. You gotta watch out with Drake. You
No,
know?
those mad niggas would think.
What's he
pieces
gonna
of
do,
us.
bro?
What is he gonna do?
He's
bro?
gonna molest a streamer? Like, come on, bro. He just tapped in.
All right, let me stop.
And he's not even 40 yet.
I'm
Tylo's
He's
also up next.
37.
Tylo doing the whole Drake.
Tylo's hilarious.
Yeah, Drake FaceTiming him leaking Drake's number. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah, he leaked. That shit was crazy.
Yeah.
We literally we had a streamer, Tylo from New York, leak Drake's number on after Drake called in. Right, Drake didn't just only leave a special message for this whole university showing them love. He also FaceTime called Tylo, a streamer in New York, congratulating him on reaching I think a million.
It was a million followers.
A million followers on Twitch. And then as he's showing the FaceTime with Drake, like all these famous niggas that get like mad context, he didn't save Drake's number. So it shows Drake's number. So then while he's doing that, then Drake's like, damn, my shit's blowing up. I think you did it. I think you just leaked my number. And Drake was getting mad calls, etc. But Drake was like, fuck, it's a blessing in disguise. I'll just get a new number tomorrow. I'm like, Drake's being nice. He's cool as fuck with that. Wow.
No, yeah, he knows
That's
better.
crazy. He's
He
probably
knows
had
better.
mad new numbers.
he'll use them for
That's what it is.
some promo.
Yeah, no, he's gonna go on a streamer run, like tour, when he's gonna be like announcing the album. They're gonna be part of the rollout, without a doubt.
Get Zeddy Will in them.
Black
Zoe
Boy Max.
Spencer.
I'm surprised Black Boy Max didn't go to Streamer University, but there's definitely gonna be a bunch of.
He was doing
niggas.
like an AAU championship thing this weekend, so maybe he probably had that pre-booked.
That's probably what it was.
Yeah,
But like Black Boy Max gonna be a part of it. All of them niggas that like do that like
there'll be more.
music streaming
Hopefully.
shit. Yeah.
But this is where Rakai. So he's shooting the gun. I made this whole edit last night myself. I made a compilation of everything. Like I'm like a investigative journalist. So this is Rakai shooting in the hallway right here. The girl right here is the one with the red afro.
Those BBs?
Yeah, Orbeez is like
Orbeez.
it's like
You never
water
seen the-
water BBs.
You never seen the water BBs before? Yeah,
It's
it's
like
a thing
colorful
that kids
ones.
use now.
Colorful. You probably see them at Walmart and shit. People always use them. Orbeez. So this is Kai with the girl. The girl right here gets shot. She went down. Her eye got hurt.
Nah, they were bugging though.
This is a
If you do
screenshot
shit
right there.
like that, you gotta be like, everyone get down on some playing around. Shit, you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
This is a girl talking to agent. Man P.
Randomly shoot that shit.
Here's the girl talking right
okay?
after.
What is it, water?
No, somebody shot me in the eye with a BB gun.
Okay. Okay, let's get you downstairs. Let's get you downstairs.
I shielded it from Kai too. I protected him.
Which guy?
Kai Cenat.
He was here?
Yeah, he was on the floor. He was next to me when I got shot.
Oh, shit.
It wasn't no
This is
abrasion.
Kai. This is Kai getting the call from the police.
Why the police? Though?
Look at this. What
She
happened.
just got hit in the eye with an Orby, and she's claiming the last thing she saw was me, and she's telling police I'm the one.
Everybody, if you are on campus
I don't
if
get
you're
why the police
on
got
campus,
involved.
bro, I had to spark live on my phone. Relax, everybody, clean, everybody, cause somebody got hurt. So now I'm on my way to the hospital, and all I'm asking for y'all is to clean, cause everybody y'all not being considerate.
Shit got crazy at the streaming university. You know, ended with a bang. Bound to happen. I'll also show you guys the freaking because there's so many people, bro. And so many young people. Is like, especially a 16-year-old like Rakai. Him in general, he's just a mess. Like, he gotta get his shit together. He might be the downfall of his own self and other people around him.
You got a super chat.
What were they saying? Shout out to super chat. Bless you, bless you.
Thank you. Side quest 301. Thank you for the $2. I watched Companion. That shit crazy. What is Companion?
So I think he was watching at the same time, or maybe he was streaming himself watching it, Companion at the same time. That's what I mean, like you're a companion. So here's a compilation. Shout out to you, brother. Appreciate you. This is Streamer University Core. So this is like a thread of the best moments. Let me mute that song. We don't want to get copyrighted by that white woman's label. They were going crazy.
No, they was. I can't lie.
I fuck with the merch. They gotta drop the merch. I'll buy that shit.
A lot of the classes were bullshit, but the one with Agent, wow, did this nigga reveal a lot. This nigga makes $300K plus a month, nigga, just off
Holy
subscriptions.
shit.
We
So
not
imagine
talking
what
about
Kai
his
makes.
advertisement.
Who's agent?
He's a part of MP.
He's part of AMP. He's like the second biggest one. He's one of the founders. Bro, off ad. Imagine when and that's not with ads, nigga. That's not with brand deals, nothing. That's just with the subs. Nigga, and he got them, bro.
Real money in that shit.
But here's the thing. This is where he's a dope ass dude. He made a partnership with like 5 businesses.
Yeah, we should
and
start streaming now.
We stream right now.
We stream right now.
I'm some like.
I know. People have been telling me, I'm like, bro, you gotta really
we'll
act.
get there. And you also gotta like be consistent. That's the thing.
That consistent as
De
fuck, bro.
madrugada and shit.
People think it's easy, bro. No, you're clipping every day, bro. You're streaming every day. That's
You
just
gotta get
a-
people- you gotta get
y'all
people
niggas
that
gotta get
clip
the
for you.
metas, yo. You can use my family discount if you want for the metas, bro.
The thing is, they take 20 years to get here. No.
If you get, it depends on the type. There's different finishes. Like, I'm getting a matte. I'm pretty picky with my glasses. I'm getting a matte. If you don't give a fuck about the look, you can get a gloss and it comes in quicker.
So
That's what mine's on back order because it's matte.
I'll probably order one. Here's some of the best moments. Here's Kai
I don't know if you could stream it.
debuting like his room. Right, this is the head room. It's literally like a principal's office. It's fucking fire. He got the principal's outfit clothes.
Very dope. I like the concept.
Got the
It's just-
logo. It looks like Hogwarts a bit. Hogwarts University type of colors. Or one of the Hogwarts school. Because Hogwarts had different schools inside them, right? This is, I think, the intro. Him talking to the class. I believe it was 120 people, I want to say. 120 students.
They have to have security in there.
Oh, no, yeah. His security was strict as fuck.
'Cause I don't see any, bro. I'm
Not
pretty
even
sure
there. They were everywhere.
Where the mic at? Where the mic? Where the mic? Yo, testing. Test, we good? Go ahead.
It's a lot of work that goes into it. A lot of cables.
All right, everybody sit the fuck down.
You know who reminds me of? A lot of Kevin Hart.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart.
So fire to see
They're
And his
good
like
duo.
organic delivery that he does,
Yeah.
like the his improv that he does. This was him with MrBeast. Kai Cenat and MrBeast. They gave away money
What the fuck? Why does he look like?
because MrBeast did the Hood MrBeast trend.
Oh shit!
Put this under someone's seat and give it to him.
I think someone got 10 grand.
Look under your seat.
I've never seen Mr. Beast on some shit like that.
The 10 man's is in. If you guys got a sticky note under your seat, if you have a sticky note under your seat, Shank, you have won $10,000. Shank, give me the mic. What you saying, baby?
That's the winner.
Shank, everybody in here, you won. Here, nigga. Yeah.
10 grand. You know what I'm saying? And then this is him meeting people. This is the Brazilian one, Toda. He's from Brazil.
Oh yeah, that's Brazilian. Brazilian Ray.
Dota, listen.
fire.
Sit right here. Dota. No. You good. Welcome to America, bro. It's your first time in
He's a
America,
translator.
right? Yes. First time in the fucking America. Who are you representing for? Oh,
Translate. Oh shit. Oh fuck. First time in America. You don't know English. Oh fuck. First time in America.
Bro, it's Brazilian.
Yes,
way,
yes,
bro.
yes, yes, yes. I love you, America. I love you, America.
Straight immigrant vibes, bro.
Immigrant,
Off
bro.
the boat.
Off the boat, bro.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
He kind of gives
room
Dominican
key
vibes though too.
In
Look like my
box.
uncle.
You can.
So it was a lot. So he greeted, I think, every single one of them. He had like a 2-hour video on YouTube, damn near, where he greeted everyone that walked in, literally like a real school.
Mars said the audio tweaked a little bit.
Audio tweaked?
If it happens again, he'll let us know. It's probably the speaker.
Yeah, probably was the audio from the speaker, and it could have been audio from Kai Cenat's clips. But let us know, chat, if you hear us fine. Okay.
You bitch. You toda. Bitch. I'm boy. You girl.
Toda. We like girls. No,
Nah, two niggas who barely know English is hilarious.
He boy. You girl. Y'all expelled.
What the fuck?
Bro, their improv is crazy.
He kept expelling people, bro. That shit was fucking crazy.
bro. He fired DDG and some nigga was like mad gas that happened. The nigga in the Iceman.
Like Exchange City vibes.
Yeah, literally. And the thing, because you got to think about it, you're actually in a real dorm. So you feel like you're really in school.
No, they was really doing like dorm parties and shit, bro.
Party 613. Party 613. Okay.
So they're snitching, telling people where the parties are and what rooms.
No, it's good.
This nigga's getting choked out in the hallways.
No, bro. No one threw punches. It's all street balls. It's all improv comedy.
The only real thing was like Agent got mad at someone, but then he apologized. And then
they were bugging him.
And then the gun shit we just saw.
Yeah, they were throwing shit on him and he tossed that nigga, bro. He threw him on the floor.
I saw the girl that was on Druski's show, the Asian girl. She was like defending the other kid.
This was floor 7. I guess it's the craziest floor. So they have multiple. They have 7 floors. Damn near. This is a big ass university.
All right.
4-7 is where the YNs are at.
I'll come back.
All right. Yeah, no, this is crazy. This is DDG, and let's see. Is it
throwing up nothing?
Is it with India?
No. They literally told me to do that shit. They told me to wave my hand, bro. They literally told me to do that.
You in here banging?
No, I don't bang, bro. I was valedictorian in high school.
Clip that and ship it to my ready ASAP.
I don't bang, bro.
I see you in my office, bro. Seriously, bro. I see you in my office. Real shit.
Hilarious. Streamer University. Catch us at Streamer University next year, 2026. We gotta be at Streamer University, but at the same time, everyone wants to be there now, especially people that even tap in. They'll be like fake tapped in. There was a lot of crazy moments. I listened to my favorites. We saw some of the worst with the shooting. Here's some of the speeches. Kai Cenat gets emotional. Kai Cenat even got emotional and teared up and was crying during one of his speeches where he expressed that he was going through a lot of mental stress behind the scenes to make this even possible. Right, here's the clip right here.
He says,
Niggas keep thinking me, I'm gonna do this shit again.
Marloon.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. I know that's a big question, but because behind the scenes, mentally, they're fucking me up. Man, nigga, you a bitch.
He's talking to himself.
Hold on. Shit. Nah, but mentally, it's been a lot. Like, behind the scenes, I'm trying to, like, if I didn't make it stream, I'm gonna make that motherfucker tonight, because we still got one more night. But it's been a lot. So the whole process, before all of y'all coming here, before the whole idea of y'all, me revealing y'all, people question y'all spots, people questioning who deserves to be here, and who doesn't. I really hope y'all don't pay attention to nothing y'all see online. Because this ended up becoming one of the most, like, the best thing I ever did. And I appreciate y'all for being here.
Amazing. And then there's a clip. Did I put it here? Yep, Kai Cenat. So Kai Cenat. No, it's not this one. But Kai Cenat, when he talks about turning down the deals and shit, he talks about IP. Mr. Get Off. I get off at my feet. And we should show the chat the Drake call too. But Kai Cenat even expressed how he owns this idea. It's an original idea, the Streamer University idea, and that he's proud to own it, that he's turned down deals and offers from major companies like a Netflix, etc., in order to own it and to do it his own way. And that, especially after this, you imagine the amount of people that are going to hit him up. They were hitting him up for the promo, because Kai Cenat had a trailer promo that looked like something out of a movie. Every trailer he does looks like something out of a movie. It's top tier. A lot of streamers do that too. I love when they do that. It's like they shows you how serious they take their craft. I think there's a gap of ignorance between like the age group of like people in their 30s and 40s who are not tapped in with like the streamers and stuff. There's a misconception. These people, they take this shit serious. This is a lot of work. This is not some overnight bullshit. There's some of them that be doing dumb shit, etc. Like the Shay Frost, Aiden Ross that's definitely had plenty of moments. But there's some really good ones. But that's with anything. There's always going to be some bad apples. Kai Cenat as a leader, I think in this space, the leader. And I think he's got to get his proper flowers. But here's him talking about it.
I'm going to say something real quick, dude. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to say some real shit because I haven't even given y'all any game for real. One thing I learned with this shit, bro. A lot of people been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix, how this shit should be on, or Amazon Prime should buy this, Tubi should buy it, somebody hire and they do it crazy. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro. But an idea like this so original, you got to keep it where it's at. You want to know why? I want y'all to learn something, bro. Y'all channels and who y'all are as a person. Y'all channels, y'all pages are being content creators, gang. This is y'all idea. This is your guys' stuff. You feel me? Treat your platform as if you would treat other platforms.
Yeah.
Shout out to all these big platforms that have subscriptions, bro. Twitch, I think of it like this. If you're going to sub up, you're going to get some good shit. Y'all have the opportunity to make y'all platforms as big as other platforms that y'all see. They're all doing the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same exact.
I think that the Stream University is going to land Kai Cenat in that billions of dollar type of level. That's going to be his send-off. Like, he's going to do, this is going to be something that he could do forever, if you really think about it, because it's such a genius idea as general. And it's like, why did no one ever think of that? You know what I'm saying? Like a streamer university, they do this not random, but they do this version of it. It started off with like the Jake Pauls and them years ago, like the content houses. So they do that, right? The content houses, and they all get together, and they still do that. That people get together, like YouTubers, different OF models get together, different streamers get together. The Face Clan has their own content house. I think Kai has his own content house now with Rakai, Ronnie. Yeah, they have their own house. All of them, Tylil, Dez, Punga. But this is with that is more of a mess, etc. Bullshit happens, like you've seen Jack Doherty, his dumbass. But you see what he's doing with the Streamer University was more organized, and obviously it was a mess to an extent. But this is the baby. This is the first one, right? This is the draft, the example. You could do this. You could do this in different countries. Nigga, you could do so much with this. You can do this at different countries at the same time. You can have companies invest and run it with your structure, and they can run it themselves. You can launch a brand new streaming platform if Kai Cenat wanted to, based off just streamer university content, to separate it from the Twitch. Like, you could do so much. Like, the capabilities are insane. And I think he's realizing that. He probably has a really good team. I'm pretty sure he does, especially after the bullshit he's gone through, that they're telling him that. Because you could tell in his eyes where he's like, yo, I've turned down offers. Like, this was such an original. When he starts talking like that, he doesn't really ever really talk like this. When he's saying, like, with such an original idea.
No, yeah, I know.
These are, like, words that are like, oh, this nigga knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
He got the right people around him.
So, this is my thing. The ceiling for this, the way I see it, is Zeus. Like, this could be like Zeus level type of thing where you have that reality TV app that's just putting out all this different type of content. Like, it's like you're saying, like, he can make an app out of this. And I think that ceiling is like, he like takes full control of reality TV. I could see him doing that. Live stream, reality TV. He could take full control of that. I just really hope people don't think this will replace existing media. Like, that's not what's happening here. And I think even he understands that. Because it's like, why would you go on Amazon?
Yeah.
Why would you go on Tubi? Why would you go on Netflix? Like, these aren't applications that are, you know, built for this type of content. Like, I remember when Netflix did the whole they did the whole streaming thing for the Jake Paul fight. That shit was ass. Terrible quality. They couldn't handle it. You think they're gonna be able to handle all of these niggas streaming? No, impossible. I think if he makes an app, he can compete with these niggas in that category of this is reality TV, like Zeus. Zeus is gone too. That shit's cooked.
Yeah.
So he could fill that void. I could definitely see that happening. But I don't think, because I seen this on Twitter. Niggas is like, oh, this is the future of media. I'm like, no, bro. Like, Amazon still has a space.
Yeah.
Hulu still has a place. People want to watch like media like that. Like, people still want to watch TV shows. They still want to see movies. But this nigga's about to take over reality TV. Like, Love Island's getting the fuck out of here. All these niggas getting the fuck out of here.
I think what he could do, I think he could do it where it's like, it's an educational level, like a streamer university, and then platforms come to him.
Yeah.
Like, you got Twitch's streamer university. Like, they have their own branch underneath streamer university. You got Amazon has their own, well, Amazon is basically Twitch. Kick has his own streamer university, but they work with him because, especially once you get the concept, anyone that does it after now is going to be compared immediately because it's an original idea and it's genius. I just think he deserves his flowers. He deserves his flowers. I can't express that enough. This man, what this man's doing, especially as a young black man, bro, this is something. He's younger than us, bro. Like, this is inspirational. Like, this is insane.
Yeah. And someone said, did you watch the Beast games?
I haven't watched it yet. You watched it? The Mr. Beast games on Amazon?
Some of them, yeah. I'm gonna be real. It's like Ninja Warrior, like shit like that.
Yeah.
And it's like those game show shits. Like, what we're watching right now, yo, nothing's new under the sun. Yeah. None of this is new groundbreaking shit in reality.
Yeah.
When you look back, you realize, oh, we're just modernizing old ideas.
Yeah.
It's like you said, no bullshit. We could be Park. What the fuck is it called? Why am I blinking right now?
106 in Park.
106 in Park. Thank you. We could be 106 in Park, live stream version. We could do that shit. These things that have already existed could happen again. It's just you're modernizing it with the technology you have. There is nothing new under the sun. When I seen the MrBeast shit, I'm like, I've seen this before.
Yeah.
This is just a modern version of what I've already seen. It's dope though.
He broke a lot of records. I remember he said he spent the most.
Yeah.
Like, he did like every record
It's
possible.
Evident.
Yeah.
The editing was a little shaky though. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was done on Adobe Studios. I was like, yeah, you didn't use the best possible editing software for this, but it definitely looks like very high quality.
Yeah.
It looked better than any of the other like type of game shows I've ever seen. But it was dope. And I think that's what we're seeing right now. Media is shifting in that way where like niggas is bringing back old shit. Druski bringing back making the band with the whole thing he's doing.
Yeah.
Like, he's even admitted it. That was his motivation for his whole whatever that fucking show is called.
The casting show, yeah.
Yeah, the casting show is making a band. This shit is clearly reality TV. It's like MTV.
Yeah.
I said Druski. Kai can literally redo MTV. He can have Real World all over again. He can do Teen Mom all over again. Like, we can have a resurgence of this shit, but streamer live version. And it's the same thing when MrBeast is doing the game shows. Bro, everything is just modernizing itself. It's dope to see, though.
Yeah, no. This is I really see him in that level of like billionaire. This guy,
Yeah.
he's out of here. He is out of here. So anyone around him is on some bullshit. Get the fuck away. God bless. Rakai, get the. You gonna have to get. Well, you too young in general, but you gotta get your shit straight.
You don't fuck with Rakai?
I don't like the shit that he be doing because it's like the gay jokes is like okay, that's what Aiden Ross did. Like everyone, we all do gay jokes, but then like his age bothers me. Like this nigga's mad young. Like he be humping and all this shit that just be happening around him when he's so young. It's like nah, we can't because that's that age group. They're already watching it. We're gonna assume obviously 16-year-olds are watching a Kai, etc. But now, especially a Rakai, you got the 16-year-olds that are watching because they feel like they're him. Like he's 16, I could do the same shit as him, etc. Nah, bro. He peaked this weekend. I think he did like 260,000 concurrent or current viewers at the same time, simultaneous viewers during one point of his live stream. Rakai.
Oh wow.
After
that was DDG.
I think it was last night, literally after the shooting stuff, because people were looking going to the stream to see what he has to talk about, etc. I believe the chat will correct me if it's not, but that was happening during that time, and I'm like, yo, this is insane.
Yeah.
But it's really because of the drama.
Yeah.
And it's like there's not really any substance or constructive. There's nothing good from this other than like, oh, so this is brief entertainment. When you got the whole streamer university, that's something that's more of substance, etc. But it is what it is. You're gonna have to have that in there. There's gonna be some bullshit around. It can't always be 100% perfect, and plus it makes people talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how Kai looks at it, because he went on live stream. He did an IG live, which I'm like, damn, he probably was a bit mad, but he also realized like, yo, this shit helps, because it's drama. Drama helps.
Yeah, I agree.
Unfortunately,
I agree with you. You can hit billionaire shit, because you know what I've realized. What started this like move was really politics. When the political pundits started to do this type of independent streaming
shit. This is AOC stream.
Yeah, but it was before even AOC. The Republicans were the first one to do it. They're innovators. Republican Party is the party of innovation. They literally were the first ones to be on podcasts.
Yeah.
They were the first ones to do live streams. Ben Shapiro was one of the first people on YouTube live streaming, doing these videos, and it's morphed itself into what we're seeing now. And I watched Ben Shapiro and them niggas build the Daily Wire into a multi-billion-dollar business. If you think Kai Cenat's not going to turn this into a multi-billion-dollar reality TV business, you're losing your mind. And that's the trend that it's heading. Now, here's the problem. This is the issue. With all of these applications, and this is what happened with network, you'd have to bundle. Like, there has to be a streaming bundle that's going to be coming at some point. We have to get some version of cable coming back where you have, like, DirecTV, but it's for streaming. Because I'm not paying all these subscriptions.
Yeah.
And there's going to have to be a conversation at one point. Because I started finally like buying streaming. Now that I'm like in a better financial situation, I'm like, bro, I'm spending almost $100.
Yeah, adds up.
It's disgusting. And it's like, that's not, they gonna have to figure this out.
Yeah. Because
shit like this, it's clear niggas are not interested in going under the three umbrellas that exist. They want to branch and create their own shit. There's going to be too many services. There's going to be a conversation that's going to be had. I think that's the future of entertainment.
And also, this shit could be a nonprofit, basically, because it's education. Streamer University, it could be educational. And if he just goes that route, he can make this shit a nonprofit. Like, there's so many routes he could go with this. This is Drake's message, though, to the Streamer University last night. Or yesterday.
Year one is officially in the books. Congratulations. To be able to organize this incredible academia event, gather you all together in one place is something that has never been done before. It's an extraordinary feat. And I want you all to show the most love that you possibly can for your dean, the one and only Kai Cenat.
Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all. All right, Drake.
Listen, in 1980, Ted Turner launched a 24-hour news cable network.
It changed everything.
People thought it was the most ridiculous thing in the world.
He changed everything.
That cable network is now known as CNN.
Yep.
The first ever reality TV show was in 1942, I believe, called Candid Camera, probably before a lot of your time. Then came reality shows like The Real World, etc. Reality TV stars were joked about. It was almost like a shunned profession. Now Kim Kardashian is worth well over $1 billion. I say all that to say it's my belief that the individuals that attended this program and that are sitting watching this video are the next shift in media. You all have the capability to take things farther than any of us ever imagined. I've said it before and I'll say it again, you are the future. People watch your channels, whether they're at 300 viewers or 300,000 viewers.
He was spitting. I didn't see this full speech. He was spitting.
No, I watched this whole thing. He was
Wow.
going hard.
I only saw the
They find an
beginning.
escape from their own lives.
It's beautiful.
You know, the opportunity is there for you to take the top spot in popularity and earning ability. I feel that streaming is the ideal profession for onlookers, for the youth. The next generation doesn't just want to hang out with you. The next generation wants to be a Duke or a Tylil or a Ray or a DDG. And there's a dean's note here that says the next generation does not want to be a Rakai.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So, regardless, the world is yours. Do the most with it. Make more money than any actor or musician ever has. Spread love and positivity. Change your friends and family's lives. I promise you, right now, you're all etching your names in history. I have a dean's list of honorable mentions here. Caius, E-Mill, Danny Bands, Gigi Twins, your girl Des, Snow Cone, Aldo Got It, Kilo,
That's in New Jersey,
B
nigga.
Boogie. I also wanted to say that, Ben, your raps are all cap, and you never shot shit in Memphis in your life. And Jeweler told me that your Protect is fake. And India. After all these years, you know, all the love that we shared, and you know, our friends and our families knowing each other, I just wanted to say, you'll always be my dog. You'll always be my dog. I got love for you. I'm proud of you. It's been an incredible 4 days.
He said family.
You've all done
because his sister's
exceptional job.
beautiful too.
Streamers University, I want
God
you
bless.
to now get on your feet and make some noise for yourselves. I wish you the best in 2025.
Clap it up, yeah, clap it up, yeah, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Awesome. Nah, Drake killed that.
No, he killed that, and that's beautiful. Like the next generation needs to hear that, especially coming from someone like him who's like innovated and changed music forever. It's just, this is where it's interesting. When you say stuff like that, this is the question I posed to you, Vic. Are they actually going to innovate streaming, or are we already seeing it at where it's going to head? Like, there is no further like innovation you can take it. Because when I start thinking about like where it is, it's like, bro, the most you can do is like size, like structure.
Yeah.
Like putting out an application. But when we're talking about the content, these niggas have, what they've done at this point is like, how do you match this? Because Speed is all over the world. He's basically a tourist.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's tourism live stream. Kai is like just real world, real life streaming. So I'm just wondering, and then there's the gamers. Like, I'm just wondering how much further can you take this? Has it already reached kind of that peak? Like, are we getting there to the peak?
I mean, it's basically what Drake said. I think it's like the Ted Turner aspect, the CNN 24-hour cable channel, 24-hour channel. It's basically people are now becoming their own version of that. Like, we got walking 24-hour people channels. Like, everyone's their own channel.
Yeah.
Your life is content. For those that are comfortable sharing their life, your life is content. Through the good and through the bad. Through the legal shit, like DDG's going through right now with his baby mama and all that. That's some real life shit, but he's choosing to display it and put it on display. A lot. This is another thing. I agree that it is the future, but I don't think it's gonna be the all-encompassing future. There's gonna be different methods and different levels. This is gonna be the same thing that we see now, but just heightened. They're gonna become more household names.
Yeah.
because I've had conversations online on Twitter and shit, and there's still a larger majority that I'm surprised by people that be tapped out. Like they don't really respect streamers. They don't understand them, etc.
They don't really care for it.
They don't care about it. I'm like, yo, y'all gonna be really late to the game. Like, know your stuff. Like, what are you guys talking about? And
I also think it's because it's reality TV.
that's what I was about to say. Some of them might not fuck with. Some people don't fuck with reality TV.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah, they hate the Kardashians. They hate all that shit, etc.
And it's also a very American thing.
Yeah.
Reality TV is like very, very American. So I just don't know how this is gonna work internationally.
I mean, the Big Brother and all that shit. La Casa de los Famosos, Love Island. A lot of this shit's now international too. It's all over the place. The big celebrities are across the world.
But how famous is it internationally? That's the question. Because that's the thing. A lot of their viewership is marketed towards America too. Like the Love Island, the Spain one, it blew up when we started watching it. You feel me? Like that'd be my beef with it. Is like America's still the number one market for entertainment, but you have to ask yourself: is our shit actually hot in the world, or is it just hot here? I just don't know culturally if reality TV resonates well in like Asia. You think these Japanese niggas are letting you walk around? No, I don't know. God bless, bro. Like these niggas have different cultures.
Yeah, I don't know, but I do think that this is gonna be something like to pick to each their own. I personally don't watch a streamer like methodically or all the time at all. None of them. But I tap in, I support, I've subscribed, I've gifted subs, I follow. Especially when there's people that I'm fucking with. Like right now, I'm really a fan of Solo Monati, YouTuber for so many years, but now he's on Twitch, and like it's like he's been going off, and like I find him really funny. I think there's a guy named TV Banks, something like that. I saw him over this weekend.
I know you're talking about
on Streaming University. Hilarious. I think this is really, and to be honest with you, what stands out to me is the fact like the best streamers, in my opinion, are like young black streamers.
Yeah.
Like young black streamers are running, like it's like that, they're running the shit.
No, there was barely any white niggas. XQC wasn't there. A lot of these like white streamers were not there.
So it's like, why wouldn't I want to embrace that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like there's, I feel like that's beautiful to see. Like I feel like, wow, like these are our people. Like this is a method, but then obviously you do get some random bullshit, but it happens in all of them. But you do get the random bullshit like the Rakai. Right, which I think that type of stuff is like they got to fix that. But it'll fix it on his own. It's with the age. He's 16 years old. That's his excuse. But we don't want him to go too far. But then there's white streamers that do that same, that have done bullshit as well. Like I said before, earlier stages of Aiden Ross. Some of the Face Clan niggas have had their moments. But the best streamers right now and like the best content and the quality content comes from the black streamers. So it's like. It's a beautiful thing to see. Like, it's like, wow.
How much do you think is this? How much of it do you think is real? I give like 5%.
Of the content?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think a lot of it is
improv comedy
and scripted. Especially like, for example, DDG, like all that shit linking up with girls and stuff. It's all fake. He's not in a relationship with none of these girls. He's not in a relationship with none of these girls. Like Lala Baptiste, India Love. He's not dating none of these girls, but it keeps a conversation. People talk about it. My girl's talking about it. My sister's talking about it. You're talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. It's like, oh, it's just gossip, etc. And one can argue, yes, it is bullshit and like brain rot, but it's entertainment. And then at the same time, people need some entertainment no matter what. Niggas cannot be reading Rainbow forever. That's not 24/7. You can't be that. And if you want to do that, God bless. But there's gonna be some sprinkle of some shit, this content that people need to break from reality from, and it's this type of content that we got here. And on top of that, there reaches a point where they gotta rise for the other shit to rise as well. For the educational niggas to come in and like they start streaming and like they find their lane. Once the whole thing blows up to the level where Drake's seeing it, I can see that where we see. You know, I know this. I forgot his name, but he lives in Rhode Island. He's like big on TikTok, on Book Talk, and he reads books and he gives book reviews on TikTok. This black guy, dope as fuck, has a following, doing his thing, amazing. I can see people like that going to like a streaming and then reading books with people. You know what I'm saying? Educating people on their book. People like creating virtual book clubs, where if you want to take it to that level where it's not brain rot, here you go. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be just different lanes and the same thing. There's different genres of music. There's gonna be different genres of streaming. You know, I think that's gonna be really the future. Right now is the bullshit that rises to the top, but it's because it's entertaining. People like the drama. People like the gossip. You know, because that's the essence of reality TV.
Yeah, but
the
that's always
Kardashians
been
and
there.
shit.
That's always been there.
Yeah.
What are we talking about? Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like, that's my thing, Vic. Like, do you think the issue is the brain rot? Or do you think that these people, like, people in our society actually think that this is going to be the main form of media? The brain rot. Like, I feel like that's what it is. And it's like, you can't be that stupid to think.
I hope he didn't mean that. I hope he meant more like just on the streaming aspect. Just like the tool.
I think not just him. I think people in general think this would be the main source of, like, media.
Everything.
And it's like, no. You want to watch this all day?
No.
You want this to be the no, we got to be honest. Like, that's not happening. You turn this on for like, you turn this on in the background. But people are still like going to shows, movies to see a story. Like, that's still a thing. Like,
oh, no, yeah.
That's never going away. Like, that's more and this is my frustration is like, I feel like niggas blow shit out of proportion. And it's like you saying, we don't support shit that's coming up that benefits us. Because like you said, it's a bunch of young black people lit, getting money, doing what they need to do. Would you rather want to see this or a bunch of white niggas doing some bullshit? It's going to happen regardless. So it's who do you want to see portrayed in these situations, portraying society? My only fear is, wow, is this very easily like, can this go dark? Like, can we start? Because it's like IRL, if we IRL everything.
Like the Black Mirror shit I told you about where like they were paying people to do dark shit.
Even worse than that, you can IRL a war zone. And some of y'all can like really come at me for this, but I could easily see a scenario where like they IRL Gaza.
Yeah.
On some crazy shit. And it's like, I want to see a genocide. And I don't want to see niggas at war. I don't want to see niggas like protesting because their government's corrupt. But in the same breath, that also fucks shit up.
Yeah.
If you get to see it live versus just on a news or a news article or an IG post, you're like on an app, because it's definitely not, Twitch is never going to allow this kick either, but an app that allows for this type of shit to happen, and you're watching the crimes live. That's some crazy shit, Vic.
That'd be some like live PD or like cops PD, like the cop show that they do the live stream, live PD and all that. The cops just chasing people and arresting people.
No, yeah.
Body cam footage live.
But instead it's the crimes of governments.
Yeah.
you know how hard it is for governments to hide shit now with shit like this?
That'd be insane. But comment below, how do you guys feel about this? It's a good topic to discuss. We're always going to talk about this because streaming is going nowhere as long as the internet is alive. If internet goes, that's different. That's a different conversation because it's back to reality. Oh, there goes It's like niggas gonna be in real life. You know, what's realer than streaming? Real life. You know what I'm saying? Spending time with people. But that's if internet leaves. And at that point, God forbid, maybe they create another version of internet. It's gonna be a different version of internet.
That's
I feel
coming.
like it's because like we already got the internet, but what if the internet goes? It's gonna be like an AI internet that's still alive or still around.
I gotta send you a video. So for my job, I'm learning about crypto currency, and apparently there's something called internet like version 3, because we're in version 2. So version 3, the internet's on the blockchain. It's some crazy shit. I don't fully understand it because I haven't really like paid attention to what they're saying, but I guess we would own the internet. Because right now, no one really owns the internet. It's just you go, you post, and you see. They're trying to get it to a point where you can now own and kind of control the internet as a collective.
Yeah.
Which is insane. And if that's the case, then, you know, the government can't really regulate the internet. So anything's for grabs at that point.
Because if someone wanted to be an evil scientist, a fucking villain in a different country, they'll fly out with a rocket ship, etc., space, and just knock down all those fucking satellites and bring everybody down, and we'd be cooked. But they'd be cooked too.
It's Web3 blockchain. That's what it's called.
Web3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But more Drake news coming off the Drake speech from the Kai Cenat. Iceman. Drake has a new album coming soon, allegedly by himself, no features, rapping, and everything is pointing to it being called Iceman. Drake made a new post over the weekend with the title of the caption saying just Iceman. But this goes back to last summer, when Drake had his Finsta account, plot twist, and he made multiple posts alluding to Iceman, right? Including one which was the Canadian ice freezer company, Iceman. He posted a photo of the Iceman fridge, right? And it said the Iceman. It's a Canadian company as well, right? He also posted his racer, Kim Ray Conan, and Kimmy Ray Conan. And Kimmy's a racer. The nickname for Kimmy, Iceman, because Kimmy's known for being ice cold, with the ice cold attitude, easy to under pressure, and doesn't like really go crazy when he's like in the middle of a race, right? Also, he posted his photo with the words Iceman as well, and it was a photo of him from the Dark Lane Demos tape when he had the skull, the Scully, the face covered a bit, right? And also, there's a character, Val Kilmer, in Top Gun, one of my favorite movies of all time, Top Gun, and he has a nickname, Iceman, as well. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer, as well. Recently passed away. The Iceman passed away recently, and the Iceman actually, spoiler, if you didn't watch Top Gun Maverick, Iceman comes back, and I think that's his final role acting, Val Kilmer, and he passed away after that. And he goes by Iceman, the nickname, in the Top Gun, one of the best movies of all time. And he posts just ice, a lot of ice themes. So like actual like ice mask, ice emoji. This was last summer. He was posting a lot of ice stuff, and it's like, well, it's summer. Why are you posting like winter stuff, right? But then we have this new post over the weekend, and again, more winter stuff. So we got Drake, a selfie, but then a photo of, might be actually, is that a Bob Ross? I think it's a Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Because that's Ross. It's not Rick Ross, nigga.
That might be an original.
An original Bob Ross painting of ice, winter. All right? Crazy. A jersey that says Iceman, I think, on it right here. Top 50. This might be like an actual jersey of Gervin. I think it might be like a hockey player. No, that's actually like a basketball jersey, no?
I don't know who that is. I'd have to check.
But it looks like a basketball jersey right now, not a hockey jersey, because hockey jerseys have sleeves, yeah. Gervin 44. Look that up real quick.
George Gervin, nicknamed the Iceman, is an American former professional basketball player who played in both the American Basketball Association and the NBA.
Yeah, we have it. Iceman, the basketball player. And then a photo of Drake by himself. Iceman with the stars on the roof inside of his Rolls Royce Phantom.
Oh, I know this nigga.
Iceman and the caption read Iceman, right? Also, Iceman. Who is Iceman? Bobby Drake. There's actually a character called Iceman, Bobby Drake, by the name of Drake, Bobby Drake, who's a superhero and one of the founding members of the X-Men.
You won't believe what team this nigga played for.
Who he played for? Who the basketball
Antonio.
player?
Houston. No, not Houston, but Texas.
Texas?
San Antonio. Yeah,
San Antonio. Wow.
He was nice as fuck.
Wow.
It's funny as hell.
So this is the character right here, Bobby Drake from X-Men, right? So the Iceman is coming. I might have some sources allegedly I have some sources allegedly confirming that the rumors are true, alluding to, if it's not the title, it's definitely the subtitle type shit. That's all I'll say. But
it's almost to have feminine legs.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
God bless. Listen, that's the benefit you guys get. You guys get to see us. We don't get to see you though. How the fuck do you guys look like?
There was a woman that said that too. That's kind of mean.
Yeah.
You don't like my legs?
Don't diss us. We love women over here. We love all women. We're feminists. Bobby Drake though. I'm excited for this. I think that if you have a theme, if you have a concept like this has the potential of being Drake's undeniable classic album. For those that don't think that Drake has a classic album, because I think he has multiple classic albums, but this whole conversation, right, especially following the Kendrick beef, where the Kendrick stans are going against the Drake stans online, it's a classic. You don't have one. Let your core audience stomach that. Then tell them where you got your abs from. Right? Headshot for the year. You better. Let me not get started.
It's a great song.
My God. So it's like that concept of that. And people have been saying for years, including myself, where's the mature Drake rap album? Bobby Drake, Iceman. This is the era, bless you.
Thank you.
And the timing would be perfect, I think, for this year if he still rolls out Party Next Door's album. Because he still is. Because he has the somebody. I hope that somebody loves me. Somebody who really loves me. That's all I need. The music video's coming. And he has Kai Cenat involved in the music video.
They're torturing you about that album, by the way, in the comments. They're saying Nokia dropped to 12.
Nokia dropped to 12? Oh, because they were coming at me even in the Spanish podcast. Watch our Spanish podcast, El Poca, every Friday night, live stream with my father and the co-host Locotron. There were people in there as well. You guys have been like, trying to find me. Like, oh, in Spanish, they would like say, habla de Nokia. Blah, blah, blah. Guys, I still think that Nokia is going to go number 1 this summer.
You're crazy.
100%.
Bro, that other song is going to knock it out, bro.
Which one?
Whammy!
Whammy.
Bro.
Hell no.
Nigga,
That girl's not charting that high, bro. Hell no.
Bro, Lizzo made a remix.
Yeah, but still.
Yo, there's too many people hopping on, bro. And Lizzo shit is hard. Lizzo slid, nigga.
Who's calling my shit? Who's calling that shit? My only thing with that song, right? It's not a simple song, so what can you really do to boost it if you want to do some boosting, right? Can you remix it, really? You can't really remix it.
So I'm telling you, bro, Whammy's going to be the song of the summer.
No, I think it's just going to capture up again. I think if I'm him, drop the music video again in color, right? He said that it's one of his best music videos of all time. He said that he doesn't care what Kai Cenat. He said that recently, 2 days ago. He said he doesn't care what Kai Cenat says. That's one of his best music videos of all time. One of the hardest ones he's worked on. Drop the colored version, right? Do something. He's gonna need to do something to boost it back up. But I think Nokia. I'll go to number 1. Somebody Loves Me is picking up steam. I can hear that all summer as well. But Nokia to me is just the one that makes sense for it to go higher. I think Kendrick Lamar going on tour right now is genius during after the album because it helps the streams as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because
it keeps him number 1 during Drake's time.
Bro, all the cars when we were driving there playing the records, Luther, etc. We were playing his records on the way there. The stadium, everyone's going crazy. New fans, they're gonna check him out. We're talking about stadium, guys. 50, 60,000 people, right? Every night,
playing an album.
Playing an album.
Mm-hmm.
Your streams are gonna go up. It happens with every major tour.
Yeah.
Right, especially when you coincide the major tour with the new album, like when Bad Bunny's that's just going crazy. But the Un Verano Sin Ti, when he did the tour with Un Verano Sin Ti, and then the album was going crazy again, it picked up steam. Taylor Swift, every time she goes back on tour, her music starts charting and streaming up again.
That's my thing.
It's genius. So Luther, maybe this tour is all summer though, right?
Mm-hmm. Until July, I think.
Yeah.
It's international by July. Because I remember I was checking the tour dates. My thing is this. This where it gets interesting. A deluxe exists of GNX.
Yeah.
I fully believe it. And this is where chess moves start to become very dangerous. I could see a scenario, Drake drops.
Yeah.
And it's good enough for him to take Kendrick's spot. That's when Kendrick responds back with the deluxe.
Mm.
The issue is, if that deluxe ain't good enough, that's a notch. That's an L for Drake. That's an L for Kendrick. And it's one hell of an L. Because you're hoping that scenario would be that my shit good enough to overshadow your entire album.
June 6th, in about 2 3 weeks, Carter 6.
Stop, bro.
Drake on it?
Yeah. But it's mid. Not his part, but it will probably be the best song on the album, but the album's going to be mid. Lil Wayne don't got it no more. Sorry.
I don't know.
Hot take. That's not hot.
His last album mixtape thing that he released was horrible. Probably the worst thing that Lil Wayne's ever released. But when it comes to Carter, I'm hoping and praying he stops with this. Oh, I don't know what's going on. I don't know nothing. You better know what the fuck you're doing. Don't be like, I don't know about this. I didn't know that this was a diss song. I don't know my cousin's name. you better, you're Lil Wayne. Get your shit together
He's losing it.
for this album. But Lil Wayne and Drake, in my opinion, have never missed.
That would also hurt Drake if it
They've
does.
never missed. Even songs that they drop, like even if it's not a hit, the shit's just underrated. Like they had one of the more recent ones where they were rapping their ass off. What the fuck was it called? I think it was him, Nicki, all three of them. Drake, Nicki, and Wayne.
What are you talking? I know. I think I know.
You know what I'm talking about? It was a recent song. The Chatter know too. Seeing Green. It's not that recent, but it was recent to me. Seeing Green. This one. Off Nicki's Beam Me Up Scotty Deluxe when she re-released it again.
I know what song you're talking about.
Seeing Green, they went off. Oh my god,
Yeah.
bro.
This is my thing. I truly
They don't miss.
Kendrick has put Drake in a very interesting position where your tricks to get to like number one and your tricks to stay hot and to be hot, I feel like Drake is scared to use any of them.
Yeah.
Like I feel like, because that's the issue. If it doesn't work, then you prove them right.
Yeah.
It's not like before where if the like let's say the Ross feature or the Wayne feature or you know the R&B feature, like the R&B song, if it doesn't work, then it's like, oh well, Drake just didn't have a good song. It's fine.
Yeah.
Now it's like every miss you take is reaffirming the narrative that Kendrick Lamar took the energy out of you, nigga.
Yeah.
So now every decision has to make sense. It has to be calculated and it has to be well done. And that's just a lot of fucking pressure, bro. He put this nigga in a terrible spot in life.
I mean, top of the year felt like, after this beef, top of the year, it felt like Drake, like, damn, the air's been let out of him. And, like, literally, the fans' perception was like, damn, these leaked songs, this, like, fake release songs, this shit's not hidden. We don't want to hear Drake. That was the vibe. But then after Some Sexy Songs for You, they had sprinkles of that energy, but then there's songs that were picking up. And it's still picking up. Somebody Loves Me, Nokia, etc. But people still want something else, which could be that Iceman. People still want the solo Drakes. People still want the rapping Drake. Now, when that drops, it could still hit, but then we still live in a world where Kendrick Lamar could drop again.
That's what I'm saying. That's what the Gen
Aside
X
from the Deluxe, something else. Like something that's different than this whole tour, like another album that's not even just the GNX related, something else. Even though I think the GNX Deluxe is coming because he's been teasing at different tour dates. The GNX car, he wraps it in red drapes.
Yeah.
And then he wraps it, recently he wrapped it in red drapes and then turned the brake lights on. So like small little things, you're like, oh, because he knows fans are going to catch it. He doesn't do it every single night because when we went, he just had it out. When we went to in the Boston show, he just had it out. But it's like he's like Easter egging eggs at fans on, egging at fans on. But aside from that, I think this is like the consistency, because that album I think is already recorded. But the consistency battle, where they got to go back and forth, the 1A, 1B, the 1-2, 2-1, 2-1, because they know that that's the only other competition. Who else is really going to compete with Drake and Kendrick right now? Nobody. Even J. Cole. J. Cole drops, and don't get me wrong, he has the ability of being extremely phenomenal. But objectively, I still don't feel like people would put him in that one position. I just don't see it because he never put himself in it.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck, nigga, you never even wanted to be confident enough to do that. You want to be Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. My thing is this, because in the chat they're saying Kendrick has no pressure. That is such a fucking lie. And we talk about this every time we're on the pod. Kendrick put himself in a position where now you have to perform. Now you have to be consistent.
He can't disappear for 5 years again.
He can't,
Hell
because
no.
you can't be on Man in the Garden telling me you want everything, and the
deserve it.
Yeah, which is great, and you're amazing. But in the same breath, you gonna have to fucking put in some pain for that, and that means you're gonna have to remain consistent. Now, this is the issue: if Drake takes the spot, that helps Drake's narrative. That this entire thing was a plot to get his position. That this party dying shit was bullshit. And that it was never truly about him being this consistent rapper trying to change the way rap looks.
Yeah.
It was more just, this nigga just wanted his moment and used me for it.
Yeah, yeah.
Kendrick can't let that narrative begin. And y'all could be super Kendrick fans and say, that would never happen. That's not what would happen. No, like, Kendrick understands He put himself in this position now. Now you gonna have to produce to keep that narrative from ever happening. You have to make sure this nigga never touches number one, that record never gets broken, that he never beats MJ. Because the moment he does, he's talking his shit and he got his fucking superpowers back. He got his momentum back. Because that's really what this is about. You can't let the nigga get his momentum. You can't let Drake get number one. Because now he beat MJ. Now he thinks he's hot shit again. Now this whole problem that Kendrick was trying to be done with recreates itself. The Canadian thinks he's hot again.
Yeah.
Canadian's talking big again. The Canadian thinks he's that nigga again. We can't let that happen. So it's for both of them. One has to prove he was in fact number one, and the other one has to stay number one. Now, J. Cole's different. I love how J. Cole handled this. You say if he dropped, he wouldn't shift. I think if J. Cole drops fucking fire, he knocks them both out for a moment.
But what type of level are we gonna talk about? Are we saying like power trip level? Got me up all night level? Like those type of level, like hit record, because he can take it there and still be himself without losing his identity. He's done that multiple times. Now, if he wants to do dick all in your mouth, that's different. Like if he wants to do grippy, it's like, okay, we don't want to see that nasty shit. But if we're talking about wholesome hit records, Crooked Smile,
like Born Sinner shit,
he could do some Born Sinners type of shit again.
Yeah.
And then really take that position, because
he won't stay there though.
Because he can't do no Porter, what's it called? The Porter freestyle.
Oh, hell no.
He can't do like 10 of those and like be enough.
No.
Like it'll just be like, damn, nigga, this is just your therapy. Like, are you not trying to like leave on top? Because I think he's gonna retire. I really think he wants to do the retirement move, and he will be probably the realest like rapper to do it. Like he won't just be like on some Jay-Z shit and come back. I feel like J. Cole would retire because that nigga does not give a fuck about keeping up with trends and shit. He is himself. He walks around in chancletas and rides around in Walmart bikes. Eats chopped cheese for dinner. The nigga might have $1 billion in his bank that he's never touched. Like, it's insane. Like, it's really that, you know what I'm saying? But he has kids. The kids are going to get older, right? That's going to happen. Life's going to happen, so we might see more of him. How are we going to see it? Are his kids going to be involved in music? Are they going to run shit? Or is he going to get into a different field? Are we going to see J. Cole acting? You know, there's things that he could do. Or is he going to do more product? Maybe create his own line of something. He already did the Puma collab. Wasn't as successful like that, but it still was dope. It probably was successful to him. He probably got his money himself, but it wasn't like reselling or sold out or like a hit. You know what I'm saying? But it still was an affordable sneaker with a major company. That's still a W, no matter what. What's gonna happen now, though? Like what, you know?
I think with the fall off, he gets his moment, and it overshadows both of them for a period of time, and then he leaves because he's not gonna sustain it. He doesn't want
his
to.
victory lap.
Yeah, I'm out of here. I'm gonna give y'all this. Like you said, it's gonna be like Born Sinner, like that type of mainstream, but also like underground rap quality.
Get that Hove verse.
He might have Hove, no bullshit.
That'd
This
be
might be how he
crazy.
ends it. It might be that type of ending. And if he does that, I fully believe he can overshadow both of them for a small period of time. That's not a delusional take.
No.
That's reality.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He won't keep it. He gonna walk away. He be like, I'm good. I got what I wanted. I'm done with life. I'm done with rap. I'm done with this part of my life. And in the chat, they're saying, would you rather have fire shit or a nigga consistently putting out some bullshit every year? Yo, we not saying that. What we're telling you is Kendrick's in a bad spot. He put himself in a very bad spot. You neutralized Thanos. You knocked him out and you took his spot. I see why J. Cole didn't want that. Because if you take out Thanos, right? Someone has to replace Thanos. Like someone got to fill that vacuum. And J. Cole knew, I'm not going to make music every year.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to do that shit. Drake is the type of nigga, he's like Tom Brady. In his 40s, in his decline, he can still go hard.
Yeah.
So if Kendrick's whole thing is, I don't fucking like this fucking Canadian nigga.
Yeah.
I don't want him to ever sit up here again. I want to be number one. You gonna have to play that role of consistency. You got to hop on features.
Yeah.
You got to be out more. And I think that's why J. Cole was cool with the role he took and the situation he was in. Because he's like, you know what, bro? I never really wanted this shit. Like you said,
Yeah.
I didn't really want this shit. I just wanted to fucking rap well and tell my story. I'm going to get my moments where I can, and that's it. Now Kendrick is saying he wants it. This is what comes with it. Whether y'all accept it or not, this is what music is. Like, you got to stay hot. And the last thing he wants is the Canadian to get hot again. Because the Canadian will hold on to it. That is his thing, nigga. Like, this shit is mind-blowing to me, bro.
Joey Badass. Joey Badass, it's your time to step up.
You're crazy, Vic.
Be a part of the big three, Joey
Stop
Badass.
it.
You know what I'm saying? I got to represent New York. But I'll say this. OVO Fest is coming. Confirmed. Drake confirmed OVO Fest. OVO Fest usually happens every summer around Caravana, the Canadian Toronto festival. I think it's just maybe all over Canada. I'm not sure. Shout out to my Canadians tap in. But it's coming. So it should be around July-ish. I think end of July, top of August. So if OVO Fest is coming, what does that look like? I'm assuming Party Next Door. Maybe it's OVO niggas again.
Bro, them OVO niggas have not dropped anything of value in years.
Shit, relive the classics.
Stop, Vic. Drake got them
because he don't got no friends, nigga. Who else is gonna pop up? The streamers, that'd be fire. The probably pop up.
That'd be disgusting.
He'll probably have it. He'll probably have the stream. He'll probably stream the OVO Fest. But then it's like, what else? You know what I'm saying? What major name? Again, that's maybe the Wayne shit again. He already had the Wayne, but why not? Nicki, you know, the Young Money. Yeah, Young Money, all that shit. So it's like, it's going to be interesting.
You think so?
Because he can't do it. He could do it himself, but it's OVO Fest.
Yeah.
You can't do a festival yourself. You need other niggas. And also, this is your first OVO Fest in 3 years after the biggest moment of your career, which has been this beef. Like, you got Tom Hanks texting his son. Like, you got people that don't know shit about hip-hop wanting to know about hip-hop because of the Kendrick and Drake beef. Like, this is the biggest beef of all time. I don't care what niggas say. Yes, Tupac, Biggie, they passed away. Okay. This new generation, these kids, they're going to talk about this for the rest of their life.
No, of course.
And the way that they spread shit is way more than they used to gossip and shit back then. There's kids right now that they can't even name you one Tupac song. But they'll name you all the Drake songs. They'll name you all the Kendrick songs. This new generation, this is the biggest beef. I'm telling you right now, it's insane. So, OVO Fest, it has to be fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, Drake alone is fire. That's Drake, yes. But then, he's not the best live performer either.
He's terrible.
So it's like, what can you incorporate? You're going to have to incorporate something. There's no OVO SZA. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like,
there's that shorty, but she's not SZA.
You know what I'm saying? There's no female counterpart other than Nicki Minaj. If I'm Drake, my play would be a stadium tour with Nicki Minaj. To be honest with you. That would be insane.
It would do well because it's Nicki and Drake, but...
Nicki and Drake.
I know.
Go back to that route. Nostalgia sells. You know what I'm saying? Something to that level. But then, to be honest, all these moves that Drake does have to be calculated because he's still in a legal battle with UMG. Right? UMG be in cahoots with Live Nation. So anything of that level, even that fest, that one show could be a situation where, like, it's tricky. How's that going to work?
Let me ask you a question. This is because me and my boy were talking about this shit. And it was very evident, because I know we're going to talk about this anyway, the Playboi Carti and Kanye beef. What is the sound of this next Drake album? Because right now, I don't know if any niggas have noticed this. And no, I'm not putting the West Coast as the sound niggas are taking. No, they're not. They're just not. There is no groundbreaking sound right now.
Mm-hmm.
And before, we had the producers doing it. It was Kanye doing it, or it was Timbaland, or it was Swiss. It was, you can even say DJ Esco, fucking Metro, these niggas.
Last year was Cash Cobain, Sexy Drill.
But that shit it wasn't national, Vic. There is something very weird about music right now. And this is where I'm very confused on what Drake's about to do here. Because where do you take the sound? Who is going to produce this album? Will it be a conductor album? And that makes me wonder, then what is OVO Soundfest gonna sound like? Like, what is the direction that he's hoping this next stage of his life to take? Because Kendrick went back home. He took his sound that he grew up with, which worked for him, and it benefited him drastically, and he did it very well. But that's not the sound that music is taking up. Drake and what the fuck is the Canadian sound, nigga? They ain't shit, nigga. Let's be honest. There just isn't one, especially one that we could say is hot right now. So where are you going with this album? That's my question here. And there doesn't seem to be anyone really moving culture. You can't link up with Playboi Carti because that nigga don't fuck with you.
Yeah, the beefs that are happening. Kanye's Kanye.
Yeah, he's cooked, so you can't turn to him either.
He gonna have to put the world on his shoulders. Nigga might have to do OVO Fest where it's like,
what's the sound?
Every Drake he does every album of his career. Does not act like they'll be fire.
But that's dependent on too much nostalgia, bro. There's no movement of culture at that point. That's the problem here.
Yeah. Here's him talking about, I think, during Central C's concert in Toronto. Oh no, he's just performing with you. Stop teasing me. Let me see if Drake Direct. Shout out to Drake Direct. They posted a clip of him talking about the album though too, right? I'm pretty sure at Central C's concert.
Congratulations, brother. I'm so proud of you. Make some noise.
They're saying Central C's already confirmed for OVO Fest.
Yeah, he did say that. Thank you guys. So you get the international aspect there with Central C. Thank you for that confirmation.
Because Future isn't showing up. Yo, my nigga,
that we know of. They might reconcile.
Maybe Young Thug's going, but
oh yeah, Young Thug will do anything Drake says.
But Young Thug is also cooked. The music's not good.
Yeah,
this is what I'm trying to tell you niggas. I don't know where music's about to go because Playboy Cardi sound also just doesn't mesh with a lot of niggas.
Yeah, he's been kind of like the audience has not have a good reception to him at the weekend stadium shows, but it's because it's the Weeknd's fans. The Weeknd's the Weeknd. People don't understand. I think people don't understand how big the Weeknd is. Like this guy's, it's insane. But Playboy Cardi could do his own tour, and he's teasing already with his opium niggas, and then get that crowd to just go.
No, they'll show up.
They'll show up, and they'll go crazy. And he can maybe, I don't know, Cardi can maybe do a stadium. Could he do a stadium tour?
No, he can't do a stadium. Vic, Playboy Cardi?
I don't know.
Yo, no.
Yeah, maybe I'm overestimating the opiumness aura. Here's Drake talking.
The city loves you. We love you. Thank you for having me. You know I love you all. I'll see you this summer, by the way. Oh.
I love you all. I'll see you this summer, by the way.
No, yeah, he's dropping. But what is it going to sound like?
But then he could just be talking about this, the OVO Fest.
Hey. I would keep going, but I want to see this man perform. But I will say this, though. Because I haven't had a chance to say this yet, but OVO Fest back this year, so.
And you could tell there was city rumors because the girl in the crowd was already saying it. OVO Fest before he said it. So there must have been like Toronto local shit like
spreading it around.
You got me? Yo, man.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What's up, man? Oh shit, man. The teas and the crumpets, man. Oh shit. OVO Fest. We're hearing that it might happen, bro. All right, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Like they like in the streets of the Toronto.
Yeah.
It was like probably happening.
They're saying Wireless is going too.
Wireless Festival?
No, I don't know what Wireless is.
I don't know. There's a Wireless Festival in London. Oh, no, Drake's going to Wireless?
No, I guess it's a Wireless rapper. I don't know who that is.
That nigga tell that nigga to plug in because I don't know who that nigga is.
So we'll need you there for that, but you already know what it is. No. Don't stay alone. And you know what's even mad?
He said we need you there for that. So you know what I'm saying?
But you know what? I'm glad this is happening because this really just shows you how important a producer is. Bro, there's no sound in this culture right now.
Is Drake gonna do push-ups? Family Matters? Any of the Kendrick Disses live? Are we gonna do the Kendrick Disses live in OVO Fest? We gotta be honest. It's like, are we gonna take it there?
No, because you lost. You lost. Why would you do it? It's a reminder of your L. You gotta, bro. He can't win him in a beef. You gotta out-hit him. But this is my point, Vic. What are your hits?
He could drop an album with 10 hits back to back.
What is it gonna sound like? Yo, this is what I'm trying. Is it gonna be R&B? Is it gonna be a playlist? Like, yo, this is why I really was saying that. Like, what the fuck does a Drake album sound like in 2025 that isn't a playlist or R&B album?
Listen, he better get his shit together. He better know who he's gonna work with.
Because he's beef with half the industry.
Yeah.
And the biggest hit maker lost his mind. His protege, fucking Travis Scott, can't make a hit for his life anymore. Travis is cooked. There's a lot of niggas in these scenarios that are either cooked or don't want to talk to Drake. Future don't want to see him. So that means Metro ain't gonna see him. What is this going to sound like, Vic? That is my point.
Where the fuck the function? Give me 10 Nokias or something. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. The heat is on. The pressure's on. Comment below what you guys think. Very interesting time right now. Speaking of the summer, next month, June, seems to be like it seems like it's gonna be a stacked month in music. We have the Young Thug album being delayed to June next month, right? Lil Wayne's dropping Carter 6. Kanye again teasing the Bully album, etc. Travis Scott and Cactus Jack, the Cactus Jack Jack Boys 2, the sequel, has been spoken about, right? We have Russ. For those who fuck with Russ, I think Russ is an underrated rapper. Russ is dropping a project. St. John is dropping a project. Right. Little Sims, if we want to talk about London, UK ting, Little Sims, her last album, critically acclaimed. She's dropping another album. Remember, months ago, Lil Baby said his second album, Dominique, was basically slated to come out by now, so that it could come out next month. I think he needs another album because that first album this year was not. It came and went. So another Lil Baby album might do him justice, right?
I don't think so.
It's a stacked. Seems to be like a stacked month. We still have Drake teasing. Drake could probably drop a song this month. I don't know what's gonna happen, or still roll out some sexy songs for you. People gotta get the ball rolling though. We gotta get the dropping these big artists like DJ Khaled. Where are you? Drake fucked up the whole Khaled album. Like, are we not gonna get the Khaled album this summer again? Like,
that tells me
what's happening.
Drake executively produced a lot of it or wrote on it. He did something for it to be that bad. There's no way it was one song.
Yeah,
that was supposed to be the mega hit. No, that's not true. That's stupid.
People are telling me that for those who are fans of him, people are telling me Yeat's dropping an album next month.
What does that sound like? Because last one sounded like a Travis Scott album.
But then he might go back to his original sound. He got the Bell shit. He's going off of nostalgia. He might go back and tap in, not be too spacey, not be like how he was doing like the Travis Scott spacey shit from the, what was that album called? This Travis Scott album, Dystopia? No, Utopia. Yeah. Utopia, Travis Scott shit.
Y'all about to make me crash out. Bro, like, go look at some art. Go listen to some old music. Go to like Spain or some shit, nigga. Yo, you're telling me every nigga gotta go back to nostalgia, Vic? You've said that word 30 times already, bro. You about to make me crash out.
It works.
No, it works because you niggas suck.
I wanted Travis so bad to drop a song like talking about the fans dying.
He was never gonna.
But I know
do that.
he can't legally, but like some dark personal shit like that would be crazy, bro.
He did briefly in Utopia. He talked about it.
Yeah, a little bit, but like I like a song about it, like dedicated to the fans.
Niggas saying the Clips album.
Oh yes, thank you guys. Pusha T and his brother Clips.
You said brother album. Clips, nigga.
His brother Clips. His brother No Malice.
No Malice.
His blood brother.
Oh my god.
Clips is reuniting again for another album.
That shit might be ass, bro.
Pusha T said that is insane, but then he also used the word new sound, new this. New stuff a little bit, or like groundbreaking damn near. I'll look up the term. I don't want to misquote Pusha T before he sends people to my house.
No Neptunes and no Kanye.
No, but you got Pharrell. I mean, without Hugo.
Without Hugo. So no Neptunes, no Kanye. We'll see how this sounds like. Yo, you niggas is gonna find out about niggas fast, bro. I'm trying to tell niggas, bro. Yo, there's really a conspiracy theory of Vic that Hugo was right. Like, he was the one producing this shit, bro. There's really because that's why this beef is as bad as it is, because it doesn't make sense. Fro, you're a billionaire. Why do you want the name Neptune so badly? What does that do for you? Like, I peep Game, bro. I know Game. A little petty.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the quote exactly, the full quote, but he didn't mention groundbreaking. I think I have it right here. I gotta translate it. Yeah, he says Pusha T says a new album. The Pusha T new Clips album he says that it's a whole new chapter. This is new. It's innovative. It's fresh. Everything is new. The music, the energy, the competitive spirit. There's rumors of the Kendrick Lamar feature on there. The Ops link up. Shots at Drake again. You know what I'm saying? It could be like that. Part 2. You know what I'm saying? It could go to that level too. That would be insane. I'm excited. Whatever we get. But it's gonna be a stacked month, stacked summer. What are your thoughts? You guys comment below. What's the album that you guys are most excited for to drop this summer, that you wanted to drop, that you hope it drops? It could be anything. Frank Ocean. Where the fuck is Frank Ocean?
That's different.
Yeah, I feel like Young Thug, to be honest, also lost a lot of momentum off that album and his new music in general, especially because he keeps playing into like that no snitching thing with Gunna, and I don't really think it's helping him to the extent that he might think it does, because he fucking even tweeted and deleted calling Kid Cudi a snitch. And it's like, bro, all right, so now men that are victims of actual traumatic situations
that don't bang,
that they're not, just because he's a rapper,
that does
you
drugs.
have to not snitch. This guy's Kid Cudi. Like Kid Cudi's not a thug rapper, a gangster rapper. He's not a young thug. He's Kid Cudi.
You trying to say the nigga that made Day and Night shouldn't snitch? Day and Night. Like, what's so hard about that? Yo, you niggas are crazy.
So they try to portray and sell this gangster rap, like thug image after going to jail for selling this gangster rap image. It's like, nigga, do you want to go back to jail?
Niggas
Don't you
are
have
so-
multiple children? Don't you have a whole life ahead of you? Aren't you an innovative, pioneering artist in music? He's one of the only rappers to get actual praises from the likes of Elton John and people outside of the hip hop space because he's Young Thug. His voice is an instrument. The nigga's a legend. But you're still on the bullshit. It's like, I think that's hurting him. I don't think it's helping him. And that Future song with Young Thug, I think it was mid. It could have been better.
That shit's trash.
Future did a good job, but it was like, bro, why did Young Thug not drop a first day out? Why didn't a Young Thug drop a hit, a smash?
I don't think he got it no more.
I think he has it, but he can't drop it. I think his older shit where he's talking some street shit. Because I heard unreleased Young Thug and I saw unreleased Young Thug music videos before he went to jail. A month after I saw him, shot with my boy, one of his directors, nigga ended up in jail. So it's like he has to switch up his content.
Yeah.
So maybe the new shit, he might be struggling. The new shit might not be hitting. And if that new shit's not hitting, you're going to have to rely on your moneymaker, Gunna.
He only has like one album left on that contract, I think.
Meanwhile, Gunna's covering up the tattoo, the YSL tattoo. So it's like, Gunna might be out of there soon. And it's like, Gunna is making way better music than Young Thug right now.
But he's blackballed. He's never going to be able to work with anybody. My thing is this. A part of me feels like there's a really big issue in music, because this is why Cardi B won't drop. Someone said this on Twitter, and I'm starting to agree with it. A lot of these artists are afraid to fail.
Mm-hmm.
There is an overwhelming fear that if I put some shit out and it don't hit, I took a humongous L. And it's like, bro.
Doesn't sell a lot. I'm a failure.
And it's like, if that's how you're thinking, we're never going to get good music. Y'all all fall in a formula trying to not fail. And I think the perfect example of this, that you could drop something really good and still do poorly, is JID.
I literally had his name in my mind.
Crazy.
Nigga, I was like, yo, if JID drops tomorrow a good-ass album,
it could do poorly.
But then he does 7K, the only narrative on Twitter would be like, oh my God, this nigga's selling cardboard. But it's like, bro, this shit's fire.
His last album was amazing and did terrible.
It's like...
Behind a major label, Dreamville, and it still did bad. Bro, there's just something wrong with music.
Yeah, no. And to be honest with you guys, Kanye's he made a good point recently. Kanye was talking about it, and it's like, yo, he said if his album drops, Bully, he says that he could maybe try to buy 10 million copies himself, spend mad money just to get that, because you could technically do that. And he's like, basically alluding to the bundle shit that Travis Scott and these people have done, where like you do this and that shit was pretty loud. I thought niggas, God forbid, but you do this and you're basically fluffing the numbers, right? Because you're making the numbers get driven off of the back of the bundles and the merch, etc., not really off the niggas that are just listening to the music, you know. And it's like a cheat code, and it's fine. Travis Scott did that shit with an old album, Rodeo. He dropped the anniversary. We talked about it. We reacted to it, and what happened? First week, crazy. Second week, record-breaking drop in numbers. Like, it is like astronomically huge, the biggest percentage I think in history. Like something crazy. We would have thought it was like fake. Like what the fuck? It's because technically it wasn't organic to the extent. It's like fandom driven, but then it's just for that momentary moment. It's not everlasting. It's not actual moment or theme that's like original and like a concept and like, you know, organic. We're not getting that. We're not getting that. But I think it can still happen. I think there's still artists out here, obviously, that are groundbreaking in their own right. I always give credit where it's due. Tyler, Creator, whenever he drops, he's world building. He always builds a world. He builds a character. This last shit he did was insane. Chromacopia, amazing. I think he's still touring it right now. It's like, or maybe I think he's not, but whatever it is, he knows what he's doing. And again, not hit making. He doesn't have no hits really on it. Okay. Even though the song was Sexy Red and shit, people were playing it like crazy. Sticky is getting sticky, making TikToks with it, etc.
Yeah.
With Wayne, Lil Wayne, and Sexy Red. But still impactful, still influential.
My point is, these are great albums, because JID drew a great album. Tyler, great album. Even The Weeknd, great album. They all came and left.
Joey Badass. I think he could drop a good album.
And I think it'll come and go. There's something wrong here, Vic.
I don't know.
Even Playboy Cardi, 500. What was it? 500K?
Yeah, Playboy Cardi I think has like the second biggest debut this year.
Yeah, came and went
across all genres.
Came and went.
Yeah,
Bro.
but it still has replay value though. Fine shit, all those songs you can still rock with those songs. You know what I'm saying? I don't think to the extent of like the A Whole Lot of Red or the self-titled album. But music, I Am Music is still, I think it still has legs. I'm not gonna lie to you. And he can still do more with it, right? He's gonna do his tour. He can still do his own tour. I think this tour is probably helping him. It has to help him somewhat with streams, etc. He needs to do music videos again, more music videos, actual music videos.
He's dropping more.
He's dropping more shit. Teasing the deluxe that can help that album, the Baby Boy Deluxe, for this album. You know, there's rumors of a Lil Tecca also dropping. I do want to show love to Lil Tecca. It's crazy. It's crazy right now. But the Young Thug shit, I think, had the potential to be the most anticipated album in rap. And it's like, he's fucking it up for himself. But I'm gonna listen to that shit. Obviously, I think out of everything, obviously Wayne. I'm a Wayne fucking stan. I love Wayne.
That's gonna be trash, bro. I'm sorry.
I don't know, bro. Let me be more hopeful. You never know. I hope that's not the case, man.
You know it in your heart.
I'll be in this bitch crying.
You're gonna be in this bitch crying. I'm gonna bring the tissues, bro.
Yeah.
Look like me when the Celtics lost.
My God. Right now, SZA and Kendrick Lamar are on one of the biggest tours of all time currently. And they had a surprise by one of the biggest artists of all time, Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber popped out. Justin Bieber came out, I think, during one of the LA shows to perform with SZA, Snooze. The Snooze remix. I think he already had one out, like a Snooze acoustic version of Snooze, because he was like a fan of the song.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, it was one of the best R&B songs of all time. And he performed with SZA. But what's happening, Justin Bieber right now is going through definitely something on a personal level. And people have been tying him online to being under drugs. Something's going on with Justin. You just seen his mannerisms where there's something going on. And it's personal to him. He hasn't revealed anything. So it's all assumptions as of right now. But they had a moment where SZA like caressed him, touched him. They were performing. To me, I just look at it as entertainers entertaining, right? R&B artists with another R&B artist. Justin Bieber, you can call him a pop star, yes. But he's R&B. Also, SZA, you can call her an R&B artist, but SZA's pop.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be honest. SZA is pop. I'm seeing all these pop white accounts post SZA stats.
Gay men.
Yeah, post a bunch of white gay men post SZA stuff. We at the concert saw a bunch of white gay men. SZA has crossed a different level. She's a megastar. I don't think people understand it. SZA was facing some backlash because not just her performance with Justin. There was a clip that went viral that said that Justin Bieber's soulmate might be a black woman because with SZA, he was like vibing with SZA and she touched his chin, right? And it was like a viral meme, funny. And then SZA liked the meme.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously Justin Bieber's married. He's in a relationship with Hailey. Hailey Bieber.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a whole thing that now there's a whole narrative that the internet's running with. They're trying to make it something out of nothing, I think. But
she be with the shits.
It's a conversation to be had because of the fact, like, even the fact that they're making it such a big story shows you, I think, the level of star power that a SZA has gotten to. You know what I'm saying? Like, where Justin Bieber is not only at your show, now they're trying to create this narrative of like, oh, maybe they could be a thing. Maybe they could date. Like, this nigga's in a marriage. This nigga, like, what are you guys talking about?
But again, the joke is that this is SZA's bag. When you listen to the song The Weeknd, like, your man is my your man too. Like, she be with the shits.
That is true.
She with the shits.
That is true. Like that song is literally something that
exists.
You know, I mean, SZA has played into it, probably done it. I think she did say in an interview one time that she went through that shit in real life. But here's the clip. I'll play a moment of the clip right here for you guys who haven't seen it yet. So here's he have it touching Justin right here, grabbing his chest, pushing him off a bit. All right, and then people are going crazy in the comments. What did he post? Did he say something here? Oh, she posted. She posted, I guess, the day after. Accidents happen. On a notebook. Maybe she's playing into this then?
Did she just crash the car?
And she also posted, it is physically painful to watch society get less and less intelligent and more weird and evil and devoid and of empathy by the day.
Always been like that. You just get to see it now.
So maybe she's talking about this story. She's like, damn, they're making something out of this, etc.
Mm-hmm.
But then obviously, I guess she also liked...
Wait, her account isn't verified?
Whose account? SZA?
No, Haley.
No, it has to be verified. It's right here. Let me see. Yeah, so she liked the post with Justin and Haley. And then SZA liked the post of the meme of her and Justin. It's just pop drama, pop bullshit. Fun, messy bullshit. I think that also, to me, is just important because it shows you the level of power that SZA has gotten to now, where, like, even she has to be careful now with shit because people create these narratives, etc. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited for that, to see her future of her career. But then at the same time, guys, it's not the best thing. Because what does SZA do a lot? She self-sabotages a lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with her Twitter rants, etc., firing managers, rehiring managers. She's reaching a level that I'm not sure she's even realizing it, that after this tour...
She's in Rihanna, Beyonce level.
Exactly.
No, she's gotten there. I'll give it that.
It's a different conversation now.
It's undoubtedly there.
It's crazy.
Like, when we were there and I saw these white girls and these black girls screaming her name and, like, the game White Man, I'm like, oh, this is Rihanna. This is Beyonce. Okay.
And now they're doing these rumor bullshits where they would do this with the Rihanna and Beyonce. Do that all the time with the Rihanna and Beyonce. Now they're doing it with SZA, like where it reaches the level, the white pop culture world of TikTok, etc. They try to put her in these narratives and put her in the Hailey Bieber, Justin, Selena shit. It's crazy.
And please don't kill me here. This is a known thing that even SZA fans say. She has a level of insecurity that makes her do a lot of stupid shit.
Yeah.
And that's the problem here. When you reach that stardom, even if you do have that insecurity, you can't, like, show it. You can't speak on it. You can't show emotion. Rihanna and Beyonce have stayed around for so long because there's an aura.
Yeah.
Like a mystery. Like, what do they really feel?
Yeah.
You never really know what Beyonce's really feeling. You don't really know what Rihanna's really feeling. One day Rihanna's like a super bitch, and then the next day she's like this like fashionista loving girl. Like, we don't really know. We know what SZA's thinking. That's the issue.
Yeah.
She tells us.
That's just crazy. Shout out to SZA, man. Shout out to TDE. You got a fucking SZA. You got a SZA, TDE. You're winning. That's insane. 2 viral skits right now are both facing backlash. We got the Druski skit where he does this white man character. He has makeup.
Hilarious.
It's an instant classic. Druski has professional makeup on where he literally looks like a white man. Like, it's insane. His skin and everything is insane, right? He looks like how Vibes Cartel wanted to look like years ago when he was bleaching his skin because of insecurities and, like, etc. He's like a Jamaican thing, like a Jamaican tradition that they dealt with for insecurities, trying to be light skinned, and they'll bleach their skin. That's how he fucking looked like. It was crazy, right? And on the other hand, we have MrBeast, who has gone viral for becoming the hood version of MrBeast, because people were making TikToks and memes of MrBeast with AI and finding lookalikes of MrBeast that were like hood white guys that looked like MrBeast, and they were like, oh, this is the hood MrBeast. So he became that, got makeup done, literally has like kind of like a tan makeup, like he got toned, his face toned, wearing jewelry, flashing money in front of sports cars with Kai Cenat, basically like a rapper, rich rapper lifestyle, looking like Little Baby or 50 Cent or OG 50 Cent. So some people are offended on both ends, right? We got white people saying, what if we did blackface? Oh, we can't do blackface, etc. Because Druski's another one where like he's reaching another level. That guy's on a different level where like now he reaches conversations of like these conservative and Republicans and like politicians online commenting about his skits. But Theo Von reacted, but Theo Von is friends with Druski, so he's joking. Theo Von was like, "Oh shit, nah, man, nah, it's on now. I'm gonna grab my black paint, basically. I'm gonna paint myself now." He's not really gonna do it.
Yeah,
he's not really gonna do it. And on the other end, a lot of black people on Twitter were saying like, "Yo, this guy, MrBeast, like, do you think this is hood to you? Like, you portraying yourself this way is hood? Like, are you monetizing the hood? Like, you trying to be benefit off the hood thing?" My take with the MrBeast thing is like he didn't. This was a very big viral trend online. He didn't start it. People were just making hood versions of him, and he became that. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think his intention. I always look at it with the intention. People hate to talk about it, but I do genuinely think about it for the intention. If the intention is to be entertaining, to be funny, which I think his intention was, I'm all for it. I think it was funny. I'm like, okay, I see it. But then I already knew, like, oh shit, MrBeast is about to they're about to kill him on Black Twitter. But then with the Druski shit, again, intention. We know his intention because he's a comedian. Yeah, the nigga's being funny. This shit's hilarious.
Also, MrBeast was doing a trend, so he's just playing into the trend. My issue is this: Druski's in a very interesting spot. And this is what I see with a lot of black comics. He's at a point where you're reaching Chappelle. The problem is he does not, and
hot take.
I'm saying this with all due respect. I say this with the utmost respect. Druski does not have the political education and the social education to that extent to be Chappelle. Because what made Chappelle so great is that he could make those jokes and get it off. Yeah, and he can even come back to the criticism and be like, "Eat my balls. This is y'all. Like y'all don't get the right to say this to me." And it's like, because the perfect example, the transgender thing, when he made that joke, he doubles down in his next fucking thing. He's like, "Yeah, nah, fuck y'all." And it takes a level of education to be able to do that Druski just doesn't. He just doesn't have. For that type of content. So I don't see. I think by accident he fell into this problem. He walked into a social problem, not understanding, like, I think when he was doing it, he never thought, oh, I'm walking into a very, like, hyper polarized political conversation. Because he's not educated in that. He's just making jokes about white niggas in the hood. Yeah. And that's what's always going to keep Druski from reaching that Chappelle level where you can transition from white people to black people. And why he's never going to be able to handle this type of criticism. Has he even responded back?
I don't think so.
Because what is he going to say? Like, what is Druski going to say about a political conversation about race and culture? That's not gonna happen. God bless.
And you've done whiteface. You've done whiteface comedy. The Unhinged show. Check out the Unhinged show. Noel has done whiteface comedy, but obviously not the Druski. Druski got like Disney makeup artists. Like that shit was different,
bro. I thought it was CGI. Like, yo, is this just CGI? Bro, because he doesn't look real. Like, it looks like it's, like, plastered on him, bro.
No, it's crazy.
Like, I've seen, like, Chappelle do whiteface. I've seen a lot of niggas do whiteface. That is the best whiteface I've ever seen in my life. Nigga, I thought I was in a simulation.
No, this shit's crazy. This shit's crazy. Yo. And this was hilarious. Putting the Mariah the Scientist song that all the girls put on the story. Yo, genius.
That's genius. That's hilarious. That was.
And then the white parent at the end.
What the hell y'all cook for dinner?
Preston, stop talking like that.
You were raised better than that. Why y'all tripping like that?
Stop. That's enough. That is enough.
Oh, come on now. Damn.
Bro, like it don't look real, bro.
With the purple shirt, right? The purple brand shirt, the Nike head beanie.
Bro, I'm pretty sure he like dyed his hair red too. Like he kind of looks like a
It was like 1900 Rugrat.
Yeah.
The rapper. Insane.
This is the funniest shit ever.
Nigga look like Michael Jackson, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy.
That is.
You would have thought he got
wild,
vitiligo. Nigga got vitiligo.
Oh my god, bro. Whoever did that, phenomenal makeup artist. But again, like this isn't. I feel like niggas took it as political commentary, but no, it's just hood jokes. Like that's all this is.
Yeah, and the Hood MrBeast. To be honest, the Hood MrBeast became the most liked TikTok of all time.
Bro, it beat out homie.
Literally the biggest TikTok of all time. Literally, statistically, MrBeast, the most liked TikTok of all time, is when he did the hood. He did the hood version, like he did the hood meme, the Hood MrBeast meme.
Mm-hmm.
He actually did it himself. That became like, oh shit, he did it. The most liked TikTok of all time.
But
crazy.
It feels like just brain rot. Like it's just brain rot content. I don't understand the backlash.
So this is it right here.
But there's a video he did where it's like edited, nah, it's like a whole
Yeah, like the core, like those core videos, like core.
Yeah,
MrBeast core.
Play that one because that shit's funny as hell to me. Bro, he looks nuts, bro.
Yeah.
He looks so funny to me, bro.
The thing is now he's like buff now and like lost weight, like he's on his healthy shit. But he says it right here. People on TikTok asked me to be more hood, so I did, and it became the most liked TikTok ever. So here I am again. I don't know what's going on. Right. So let me go to MrBeast's actual TikTok. Let's see how much it got, how many likes it got.
Is that one?
So it got 237 million views, and the likes over 14 million likes, 14.2 million likes. My God, bro.
Yo, for a video niggas make every day.
Crazy. Right here.
Nothing groundbreaking about it. This is funny.
When the Hood MrBeast trends.
Let me mute it because that damn song, someone got to own that song. So you guys watch it right here if you haven't seen it. So this is MrBeast doing the MrBeast hood edit. The thing with me is like, if MrBeast was a comedian, he would get more away with it. But since he's not like a Theo Von, etc., then that's where I see the backlash coming because people are like, yo, is this guy, you know what I'm
So
saying,
what is
making
he?
fun of the culture?
But what is he?
To me, he's a content creator. So I guess like you can fall under comedian.
He's made comedic shit before.
Yeah.
Like when I seen it, I didn't think, oh my god, MrBeast is calling us niggers. Like no,
Yeah, like I didn't get offended by this. But then
I
it's
know.
people like, let me see if we can find something real quick for reference, like specific backlash, because the backlash was viral. And Kai Cenat giving the cosign, I think also helps him for that any middle ground of like, okay, we got actual black people helping him. Maybe Kai Cenat actually helped him do this shit. Like, yo, wear this, do that. No backlash real quick here, but I saw a couple viral ones. I didn't save them. I should have saved them. Oh, this is the original video I saw that was the viral one that people said that this guy looked like Hood MrBeast. So this was what he kind of probably portrayed it off of. Cheese and broccoli. This nigga does look like MrBeast. Crazy.
Nah, yeah, he does. Like, is that a Louis scarf in blue?
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
His time was, it's trying to say right here. I don't know. This is another guy that looks like him. Look at this. That's crazy, bro.
I don't even want to say what I gotta say.
It looks like a white Kodak Black.
That shit looks disgusting, bro. That mustache is nasty. That nigga look like he does mad drugs. Like he look like he try to like finger your butt.
Is that lean on his shoes? Like, what's on his shoes? I think it's lean on his shoes. I don't know. Purple tag in?
That's bad.
Oh,
That's
man.
terrible. That nigga way too excited. You can't be a thug and be excited. What you so happy for?
Yeah, like I feel like you have to know about the trend and like be tapped in with the youth and like how this trend was funny and how he was asked so much to do it, to understand it fully, the joke. If not, you're just gonna think like, damn, why did MrBeast just randomly do this?
Yeah.
He's not just randomly trying to like be a part of black culture or like make fun of it. Like, no. This was people wanted him to do the Hood MrBeast. It was like a thing. And he did it. There's another guy right here. Look at it. Some of this shit gotta be AI too, though.
You're not gotta be AI.
Because this is crazy. This can't be a guy that looks like MrBeast and Hood.
Nah, there's no way. You know how well I'd utilize that?
Nigga, that's crazy.
I'd be at the parties like, I'm Mr. Beast.
But comment below, how do you guys feel about both jokes? Both controversial jokes. Druski is the GOAT right now. Funniest man alive. What more else should we bring up real quick? Let me see. The Druski skit. The Knicks one. Do we have hopes of the Knicks winning again tomorrow? I think so. I thought they were going to lose game 3.
No, they should have lost game 3.
So they won. So I'm like, damn. This could go.
Pieces just started missing.
This could go the distance. 7-game series.
Again, my thing is this, bro. Like, New York Knicks fans, y'all had all that energy for the Celtics when you're up 2-0, and you quiet as fuck when Pacers get you up 2-0. And the issue is this, too. You're slow as fuck. Like, the Pacers are a fast team. They come back on defense fast. They do fast breaks very well. And the Knicks out here running 2 bigs, 2 gigantic bigs that are slow as shit. So you're always going to be down 2 people when you go up the court. Yo, Knicks, don't ever in your fucking life talk shit to me unless you going to talk shit forever. Bro, they getting beat by Halliburton. And you're not saying nothing. Bro, Knicks fans are quiet, bro. New York is silent. You let a nigga that fucks white women quiet the boroughs, nigga. I ain't never seen New York that silent in my life. Niggas was defeated, bro. Bro, Timothy Chalamet looked like he was about to cry in the Garden, bro. Yo, Ben Stiller, that nigga looked like he wanted to kill himself. That shit was crazy, nigga. You losing in front of Chappelle. You go down 2-0 in front of Chappelle.
Niggas down bad.
You're down bad, bro. But the thing is, I'm not hating. I'm not one of these loser niggas that are rooting for the Pacers. Never in my life. In my life. Am I rooting for Indiana? Are you crazy? Nigga, who the fuck is in Indiana? You never in your life said, yo, there be money getters in Indiana. There's bitches in Indiana. No, you've never, that shit don't even sound right, nigga. Say that shit out loud. There's money getters in Indiana. There's bitches in Indiana. That shit don't even sound right, bro. There's nothing but fucking mayonnaise. Nigga, you look at the fucking games, it's a sea of whites. You losing to a sea of whites. This shit is mind-blowing to me, bro. You had all this energy for me. I had niggas in my DMs talking about, you're a bitch. Your mother's a whore. I'm like, damn, nigga, you don't even know my mom like that to be saying all that shit, bro. Because you're up 2-0. Now you taking on Indiana. Nigga, Indiana. You got nothing to say. Mad quiet. New York is silent. Niggas don't want no chopped cheeses no more. There's no niggas in the street throwing trash at niggas. Now you silent as fuck. Let a nigga named Halliburton. Nigga, Halliburton is the worst thing to touch down in New York since the towers, nigga. What are we talking about, bro?
Goddamn.
Since the planes hit the towers, nigga. Stop playing with me, bro. You like that, nigga? Where's mayonnaise wife? This nigga was a bum like 3 months ago. You letting this nigga look like fucking MJ, prime MJ. This shit makes me angry, bro.
Listen, he got mentioned in the Rob 49 song, What the Halliburton?
Bro.
He turning up ever since.
That shit don't make sense, nigga. This shit is frustrating because you took down my dynasty. Now you losing like bums, got no energy. Telling me to suck mad dick. Why don't you tell Halliburton to suck your dick? Oh, yeah. Because he's about to send you niggas home. This shit makes me angry, bro. Like, if you gonna talk shit, keep that energy forever. You keep that shit till you lose, nigga. Stop playing with me or you win. Stop playing with me.
It'd be crazy. It would be crazy if they really lose 2 more straight.
That'd be crazy.
I don't know. We're gonna stay tuned. I think it's a game tomorrow, game 4 tomorrow. We'll keep you guys updated on that. Hopefully next week we see like another. At that point, it'll be game 6, game 7.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting.
Wait, hold on. Did you see like the courtside?
Well, who was there?
Yeah,
this is Spike Lee. The typical people.
No. This is the Indiana game.
Oh, Indiana. Oh, I didn't see that.
That's why I don't respect you niggas. This is why I can't respect New York, bro. Not only did you let Halliburton silence you, they got a nigga in a NASCAR outfit with the helmet. Courtside.
Oh, hell no.
Nigga, cause it's the Indy 500 over there. Nigga, these are the niggas you losing to. Niggas in fucking motorcycle outfit. My
They
nigga.
had Frankie Muniz in that bitch.
Nigga, they got Frank Nunez in this bitch, bro, in a NASCAR fit, nigga, with the helmet in his hand. That nigga had that shit on. You letting these niggas beat you with that NASCAR helmet? No. Nigga, I would have thrown that fucking ball at that nigga's head. You look fucking stupid. Take that shit off. But it's the shit that triggers me, bro. Like, damn, nigga, what happened to the Mecca? Niggas looking sad. You look down. Yo, Tibbs, you fucking stink. Run a bench. Fuck. I got New Yorkers hitting me up saying, please tell Tibbs to stop. Your own fan base is telling me to speak for you. I'm not even a fucking fan of your team.
Yo.
Going out sad.
Knicks. My thing is this, like, to make it to the finals, another thing, but to even, it's like, what are the hopes of them, the way they're playing with Indiana, what are the hopes of them even winning if they even make it there? With the grace of God, win the game 7. Like, what would be the chances? I don't even.
Bro.
It might be a blowout in the finals, bro.
But you know what makes me so angry too? They talking about, well, we beat the Celtics. That's what you're holding on to? Nigga, no. There's a reason why I won't root for the Pacers, bro.
They still gotta win the conference. You still haven't even won the conference yet. You gotta make it to the Eastern Conference. You gotta get that trophy.
That trophy.
Do they give him a trophy?
They do.
Okay, okay.
Then they give him an MVP. My thing is, bro, like, I'm never gonna cheer for another nigga's downfall unless I participated in it. Then I'll cheer for your downfall because you're looking up at me when you fall. But nigga, you niggas out here cheering on a Celtics W? That's all you want? Niggas in my DMs like, we beat the Celtics though. We took down a dynasty. Niggas pursue greatness. What the fuck is wrong? Nigga, Cat is the sassiest nigga in the world. That's why you never gonna go nowhere in life. This nigga's like,
it's the Dominican in him, bro. It's the Dominican in him. Unfortunately,
Vic.
And fortunately, because I don't mind it, but people fucking exaggerate that shit online and make him seem like he's zesty. I'm like, bro,
he is.
He's Dominican.
No, Vic. He sounds like he got a colonoscopy going on every time he speaks.
He got a New York accent now. He's been in New York for a while.
I'm not gonna say what I wanted to say there.
Cat, I love you.
I don't.
Also, they want to remind the people, Dave Chappelle, I think, has the greatest white face of all time. Druski did hilarious, but Dave Chappelle, when he played like that older white man, I think it was maybe a part of the race wars and the race stuff. It was hilarious, the Chappelle show. And in the blackface, Robert Downey Jr. is the king of blackface with the Tropic Thunder. Hands down. It's crazy how he got away with it, but like it was so good and like uncancelable. Now we got him playing fucking Doctor Doom. Like
that's still happening.
The nigga was Iron Man, got killed, and now he's Doctor Doom. Like it's like Robert Downey Jr. is unstoppable.
Didn't they push that back?
They pushed it back, I think, from summer to a winter release now, the Avengers movie, but it's still coming.
They should just bring Kane, bro. I don't understand what's going on.
We'll see. Donald Trump went off on Vladimir Putin, his buddy. He went off on Vladimir Putin.
I didn't see that.
Yesterday, twice during an interview, and also in a new post. The new post reads, Donald Trump to Vladimir Putin. He says, I've always had a good relationship with Vladimir Putin of Russia, but something has happened to him. He has gone absolutely crazy. He is needlessly killing a lot of people, and I'm not just talking about soldiers. Missiles and drones are being shot into cities in Ukraine for no reason whatsoever. I've always said that he wants all of Ukraine, not just a piece of it, and maybe that's proven to be right, but if he does, it will lead to the downfall of Russia. Likewise, President Zelensky is doing the country no favors by talking the way he does. Everything out of his mouth causes problems. I don't like it, and it better stop. This is a war that would never have started if I were president. This is Zelensky's, Putin's, and Biden's war, not Trump's. I am only helping to put out the big and ugly fires that have been started through gross incompetence and hatred. Donald Trump with a controversial post, not only calling out Putin, but still going at Zelensky like he's done in the past. The Putin one is very interesting because this is a ally, his buddy, someone he's championed, someone that he said he said this though before when he was running. He's like, if I was running, but I don't make Putin. Putin would not do this because Putin respects me. He loves me. Blah blah blah. Right. But it was always still not really calling out Putin. Now he's calling out Putin.
Yeah.
What has shifted? Was there something more recently that I haven't? I gotta do more research on this topic. But was there like a certain thing? Because hasn't this already have been happening? Hasn't Russia already been, unfortunately, attacking Ukraine and killing innocent people? Or was there a big major attack recently? You know what I'm saying? Like it must have been that. Like what has caught his radar? What's making him now read the room?
My thing is, last time I stopped paying attention to this because I didn't care anymore. Because they were in the middle of a negotiation. They had a ceasefire in plan.
Yeah.
And the ceasefire, from what I was understanding, was going to give the United States mineral rights and Russia over a certain part of the Ukraine. If that ceasefire fell through, I could see him reacting this way. But it's like Vic said, nothing's ever changed with Russia and Putin's narrative. Like I haven't seen anything recently.
Yeah.
While you play the video, I'll look it up. But I don't. My thing is this: we've been saying this for a couple years now. Putin might be dying. That's like a rumor that a lot of people have been running with. And the reason why he's pushing on Ukraine so hard is because he wants to die with a legacy.
Die on top.
And he wants to die saying, hey, I at least before I left, I took back Ukraine.
Yeah.
Because he is a part of the KGB. He was a KGB agent. He was big for the Soviet Union.
Yeah.
That's something he holds strong to is the history of the USSR. So I could fully see a scenario where they're doing a ceasefire and this nigga says, nah, you trying to fuck up what I've been trying to do here, you dick. So God bless. I'm gonna look it up right now.
Here's the clip of him talking to.
Yeah, I'll give you an update. I'm not happy with what Putin's doing. He's killing a lot of people, and I don't know what the hell happened to Putin. I've known him a long time, always gotten along with him, but he's sending rockets into cities and killing people, and I don't like it at all, okay? We're in the middle of talking, and he's shooting rockets into Kiev and other cities. I don't like it at all.
President, what do you want to do about that?
I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. We'll see what we're going to do. What am I going to tell you? You're the fake news, aren't you?
He still had to go out the fake news at the end.
Yeah. So that is what happened. It was the largest aerial attack by Russia. It was 13 Ukrainians died. 367 drones and missiles were sent at Ukraine.
Last week?
Yeah.
Wow.
It was the largest combined aerial attack since its full-scale invasion of February 2022.
Listen, this is horrible, but I definitely want to highlight it because I'm like, yo, this
it's a shift of narrative.
It's a shift of narrative that's happening. Like, why is that taking place? You know what I'm saying? And it's insane. It's political things that are international affairs, and it teeters the fence of world war talk as well, because how mad can Putin get off of this response, right? Where he's like, oh, he's calling me crazy. He thinks I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you how crazy. These are egomaniacs. We don't know what the fuck could happen. We don't want to wish the worst, but this nigga Trump is talking crazy about his own buddies now. You know what I'm saying? Shit's just shifting. He's obviously opening his eyes.
Well, he recently came at the president of Israel. So Netanyahu, he basically, so this is a very long story. I'm gonna shorten it in literally a sentence. There was a peace treaty that was supposed to happen between Saudi Arabia and Israel. No, Saudi Arabia and the general Middle East. Some bullshit treaty. And Trump ended up telling Netanyahu, yo, I don't really care how you feel.
Yeah.
And he was like, you can get out of this deal. So he is shifting his narrative with everybody. With Israel and his full support regardless of what happens, and now with Putin, I wonder what's going on. Because if you look at his history, when people challenge him and try to manipulate him,
he doubles down. He doubles down.
And he burns the bridge and he walks away. He's a bridge burner. He is the embodiment of a crash out.
Yeah.
Just in the presidency. So I wonder if these niggas said something that crossed that line and he said, yeah, get the fuck out my face, bro.
Maybe Trump has found something out behind the scenes that we don't know.
Yeah.
Also, maybe Trump, God forbid, maybe his health is declining. Right? We see Biden with former President Joe Biden with prostate cancer. right? Which is like at stage 4 or 3, like it's like advanced.
It's stage 4.
And I was like, how the fuck do they let it get to that stage? Maybe he had a specific version because don't presidents get checked? Even former presidents get checked like routinely?
So here's the issue. Because my grandfather had stage 2 rectal cancer, which could have been removed. He was around the same age as Biden. They don't do surgery. It's viewed, you can, depends. But once you reach a certain age, there's like an ethical conversation of like, you'll die on the operation table or you'll die from the chemo. So they just let you die. It's very like slow and painful, but they would just let the cancer kill you. Because think about it, bro. What is he, 78? You're going to go under the needle at 7. You're going to go under the scalpel at 78, go through chemo. You're going to die.
I mean, it's Biden. So he could get the best doctors in the world, no?
Doesn't matter.
Someone that is like so professional, the best doctors in the world. This is a president.
This is radiation hitting a 78-year-old man who is not in shape at all, to a point where he has dementia. Very clearly, he has it. Like, he's going to die.
So maybe you think maybe they know him for a while.
They know for a grip. I think he has had that cancer since he first got elected. They probably caught it, and the conversation was had, we can get rid of it. Because, bro, testicular cancer is one of the easiest things to deal with. It has the highest rate of success amongst all cancers, I believe. You just have to catch it before it reaches like stage 3. I think they caught it early as fuck, and they told him, yo, you'll die.
Yeah.
You'll die on the operation table, or you'll die from the radiation. You're going to have to choose, or you can just die over time. The thing is, that's a painful fucking death, bro. You know how much ball cancer hurts, nigga? Nigga, you wake up and it feels like there's like a needle in your stomach, bro. Like,
I would imagine, bro, because my balls be hurting with a pimple. I got a pimple on my balls, and it's the end. That's the end of the week for me. If I get an acne on my balls,
you're hilarious.
It's like and I don't even think it's acne. It's like kind of more like what is it when like it's not like a regular pimple. When that happens, it is rare. Don't paint me out to be a nasty. Like, just stop. But it's like ingrown hair.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Ingrown hair.
That should be hurting.
Ingrown hair. Yeah. I don't have pimples on my balls. My neck, guys. That's not what is gonna happen in here. I'm a clean man. Yeah, that was wild. I watched over the weekend 2 movies that I've been wanting to watch for a while. Robert Pattinson dropped a new movie this year with Bong Joon-ho, director from Parasite, Asian director, classic man, like he's very respected. Mickey 17, I think is a horrible movie. I won't say horrible. I think it's a bad movie.
Wait, the nigga from Parasite made that shit?
Yeah, he directed it, and it was with Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson, I think he was the best part of the movie was Robert Pattinson because he plays double, so it's like a double person. So he plays himself, but multiple versions, and like being killed off, etc. So he played that well. I'm like, okay, he did that good. Other than that, the storyline could have been just showing more of those 16 deaths that got him to 17 instead of rushing through them. They should have played it out more, showed the missions more. I think it will make the movie more better. And Mark Ruffalo, aka the Hulk, his character as this like Trump-like figure, almost like a evil leader, it was corny to me. It was whack. It was overly done, and I guess you had to kind of overly do it, okay, but it was just it was whack. It was like, what the fuck? His teeth were weird. I'm like, what the fuck is this? It felt too gimmicky. It didn't feel like a Bong Joon-ho movie. Like, it didn't feel like a Robert Pattinson movie. Like, I went into it thinking it was gonna be way more serious than what we got. It almost felt like a comedy, and I'm like, nah, what is this? Like,
he has done comedies though.
He's done comedies, but the
like Korean comedies.
The promo for the movie was like this. It felt like a serious movie. Like this guy, you know what I'm saying? The funny part about it would be like, okay, you're a crash dummy. Like people like you get used to be killed again and again. That's funny. But then I thought everything else around it would be serious. Even the aliens were like, oh, I've seen these type of aliens before. Like, it wasn't like special aliens. It was an easy skip movie. It wasn't one of those movies that you must watch. And it's like, oh, not at all. One that was The Brutalist, the Adrian Brody movie that I watched.
Watch that shit.
My God, it's 3.5 hours long as fuck. I watched it in 2 watches, but still, wow. Now that's a movie. It gets to this part, and I won't spoil it, but it gets to a part towards the end of the movie that was such a plot twist and such like and it shows you how people have done this, right? They take physical control of a person, and it fucks up their mental, and it's like a power trip. They literally now control you after doing that to you. Traumatizing. There's been stories about that. Adrian Brody, when he goes through that and you see that scene and it's like a complete shift of character after, beautiful. It's dark and it's like, it's weird. Like, okay, for you to like that, to some people, not to me. I see it as art, as movies. I appreciate it. That shit was dark as fuck. It was insane. Adrian Brody's just a phenomenal actor as well. One of the best actors of all time. His character playing an immigrant. It also reminds you, watching that movie, it shows you the importance of immigrants in this country, like how it was built off the back of immigrants, because the ferry, was it the Long Island ferry or Perry Island? Was that island? I forgot.
Yeah,
in New York, Ellis Island, I think it was called Ellis Island, when they would come. So it shows him coming on Ellis Island, going to Ellis Island, Statue of Liberty, and that whole idea, and how he's an amazing architect, but he's an immigrant, and they have to help him with his papers, and he has to wait for his wife. Phenomenal. The movie was great. I recommend you watching it. I understand why it was so award nomination winning, the critical acclaim it got. I understand it now, because for those who don't know, the movie came out in theaters, but it was one of those movies that drops in movie theaters, but then you can't find it because it had to break off of movie theaters, and it didn't put it on streaming right away. They didn't put it on DVD nothing right away. It just got put on streaming last week.
Yeah, because it's an independent film. Like, the nigga who is like the godfather of independent films is the one that made it, right? The white guy, I forgot his name.
He might have. I forgot. No, I haven't done research on who did it, but I do know it was an A24. Yeah, it was an A24 production. I know that part. The production house behind it, I believe, was A24. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe Mickey 17 was A24.
Yeah, Brady Corbett. He they were talking about it when they won the award. Like, the people on Twitter were like, yeah, this guy's like, and even the people winning the awards, they're like, we thank Brady for, like, you know, being a trendsetter in, like, independent film. Because remember, majority of the films that got nominated last year were all, like, independent films except Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah, because Honora took the crown, and Honora was fucking fire in the independent.
There's a movie I gotta send you.
You watch Honora yet?
No.
You still gotta watch it?
I still gotta watch that shit. Bro, I'm trying to catch up with so much shit. There's a movie I want to watch because it's revolutionizing the way they direct. It was the movie, I think it's called The Quarter, something like that. It's about these black kids. It's in first person.
The Court?
No, it's a Quarter. I gotta look it up. But it was bro, when I watched like the preview, I'm like, yo, is this shit like in first person? And it's like looking at it from the perspective of the main character the entire time. So it's not scenes like where
sounds unique.
Yo, it was the craziest shit ever. And I'm like, yo, I gotta watch this movie. Let me see if I can find it right now.
The Spike Lee movie coming soon. A$AP Rocky and Ice Spice. Ice Spice about to twerk in front of millions of people across the world in theaters, and she's about to win an Oscar for that twerk. I'm telling you right now. Ice Spice about to twerk her way into your hearts, into your homes, into your eyes, into your family's lives.
Nickel Boys.
Oh, Nickel Boys. I heard about it. It's independent too. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Like legit, bro.
Another movie that you couldn't find nowhere.
Nowhere.
Illegally, you couldn't find it nowhere. Nothing.
It's all independent films, bro. All of it. But it's dope, bro. Like, when I was like watching a lot of the like the previews and shit, I was like, okay. It's on Amazon though. Amazon Prime.
YG takes a shot. Shout out to nigga. I gotta watch that movie. That's probably gonna be my next watch this week, actually. YG, the West Coast is still shooting. Joey Badass. He took a shot at Joey Badass with his new song with Shoreline Mafia. And he says, Joey Badass gonna hate this. And it's like a West Coast bop. And he just shouts out Joey Badass, like, Joey Badass gonna hate this. A week after, West Coast rappers were shooting disses at Joey Badass from Daylight, Rayvon, Reason. This has been a thing. YG hopping into the game after is funny. I think it's just promotional purposes. Because that song probably was been done. Because YG's been promoting slowly an album this year. We talked about his song that was like controversial. He was talking about when I was 14, I got raped by a bitch twice my age. It's like, whoa. Nigga talking about getting raped by a girl. So it's like very traumatic, but putting it into art.
Changes.
Shocking. But then now following up with a Shoreline Mafia song, and it's like a West Coast slap vibe. Joey Badass. Throw the Joey Badass line, makes it more current, more like, oh shit. But to me, I think Joey Badass right now, to be honest with you, is the king of New York. Who is the king of New York if not Joey Badass? That's currently actively rapping. Nas and Jay-Z are the GOATs. Talking about younger, newer rappers, king of New York. Pop Smoke, to me, was the king of New York before he passed away. King of New York, people have been jokingly saying Ice Spice because she has been the most relevant, hottest artist out of New York in the recent years. Cash Cobain is a producer. He has a huge regional impact. He has not gotten huge to the national level. He's had national hits and international hits, but as far as his own music, it has not reached that level. It can. We shall see. Sexy Drill, I love it. Probably my favorite sound last year was Sexy Drill. Out of New York, Joey Badass. East Coast, Joey Badass right now. But it won't be for too long if he doesn't drop a good-ass album. If he doesn't follow this with another good-ass album, then there's no going nowhere.
Yeah.
There's no king of New York. It's like, nigga, you were the king of New York for a couple months, but it's like back to no king, basically.
You know what's the funny thing? When you think about it, New York is in a very interesting spot. They don't have a king of rap.
Yeah.
But they have a king of everything else.
Yeah.
The king of streaming is from New York.
Kai?
So is the king of podcasting.
Joe Budden?
When you really like break it down, it's still the Mecca. It's just there, and Joe Budden kind of was alluding to this, and I'm like, you're making a point here. They're just choosing what to care about. And I think that's the issue here. I think a lot of people are chasing the money.
Mm-hmm.
They're not chasing the artistry. So I don't know if there is gonna be a king of New York, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I see it more like these niggas are focusing on shit that's gonna make them bread.
Kendrick Lamar is obviously the king of the West Coast. Prior to Kendrick Lamar's recent run against Drake, who was the king of the West Coast? I feel like it's only ever been him for a while, no?
Yeah. But it's
YG's had his moments. The Game.
Yeah.
Ice Cube, but that's a different era. That's a different era. But we're talking about more recent. Also, Drake is Canadian. Drake can't represent even the East Coast because Canada's north.
Yeah.
So it's like J. Cole. North Carolina.
He's more New York.
North Carolina's like what considered South, damn near, but it's really like a middle. It's like Middle East America.
Yeah.
If you really think about it,
yeah,
it's like Middle East America, but we represent it as South. Aside from him representing the East, in my opinion, J. Cole, he lives in New York. He's been in New York for like a decade. He's been in New York
more,
like since his first album that his mixtapes when he went to school to play basketball in New York,
St. John's, yeah,
St. John's and shit.
Been there for years.
Forever.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lens that people can look at J. Cole as a New York artist.
But he don't even put out enough to be king either. I'm telling you, bro, New York doesn't care about rap anymore.
They just care about TikTok, Zeddy Will,
streaming,
41, Sexy Drill. I like pills and Percocets. Kyle Rich.
Because the rappers that are rapping, they're not making lyrical music. Like, I was so funny. I sent you this tweet. Charlie was like, I'm not getting in that beef. Them niggas are rapping for real.
Where's Dave East?
No one wants to hear it.
He dropped some albums. It's just
No one's hearing it. Because Jay Critch are dropping albums too. No one's hearing it. I'm telling you, bro, New York doesn't care about rap.
Where's Ice Spice? Ice Spice been cold.
Lloyd Banks still rapping too.
Yeah, Lloyd Banks just dropped the project, but he said it himself, I got nothing to prove. Why would I hop in? And Benny said the same thing. I ain't got nothing to prove to you niggas.
Benny the Butcher, Griselda.
Conway loves to say he's the fucking best.
Conway, The Machine, West Side Gun, and Benny the Butcher.
Y'all naming old ass niggas that don't care about this shit.
And to be honest with you, I think that they're more powerful together. And their whole issue is like they don't want to be together.
One doesn't want
they don't want to be together, and it's fine because they both have. They're all talented as fuck.
Yeah.
But they're more powerful together. If you represented them, if they were still like a one entity consistently, Griselda to me is undoubtedly the king of New York. But them separating as entities fucks up that aura. Businesses. One of them wanted to sign to Def Jam. The other one wanted to sign over here. One of them wanted to be independent. And it's
I remember West Side wanted to make art, he makes like shirt designs and shit. Like he got his own merch. Benny wants to be like mainstream. There was a Benny album that niggas hated because he tried to do mainstream like songs, and then Conway just thinks he's hot shit.
He doesn't sound.
I think
He tried it though, it failed.
West Side Gun has the best sound out of all three. I think Benny the Butcher is the best rapper out of all three. But Conway the Machine is the most lyrical nigga out of all of them. If we're just talking about lyrics and shit,
He's the best.
you know what I'm saying? That's how I would categorize them. But as an entity altogether, Griselda as one machine, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you. And if it was like that, if they wanted to do on some East Coast, West Coast shit, and they were like this Kendrick, that'd be a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Griselda, nigga, the niggas don't want to have it. They would go crazy on
They'll
Kendrick.
have fun.
They would go. That would be insane. That would be fun as fuck to watch.
Well, all three
that
of
would
them
be
on one
funner than
track?
Joey Badass.
Yeah, no, they'd have fun cooking his shit.
But Joey's the king right now. Joey is
Joey has to use that momentum, drop a good album.
Joey's Nate Robinson. Joey's
he's also
Jalen Brunson.
Yo, but this is my point.
Nate Robinson.
That nigga's not serious either. He's making fucking shows, bro. This nigga's on acting, bro.
And he can't quit acting to rap because acting pays more.
Way
and
more.
on top of that, he does some good shit. I remember watching Joey Badass, bro, in one of the best shows of all time, Mr. Robot, years ago. Next to Sam, I forgot his name, the actor. He was doing that shit years ago, acting. And then more recently, he's done the Power series, the Raising Kanan, the fucking the Wu-Tang show. He did that short film. It's on Netflix that won awards.
With the cops, right?
With the cop shit, the cop shooting. Yeah, it was like dramatic, but I fucked with it. I was like, yo, this is powerful, emotional. But it was dramatic. Some people found it corny, but I found it dope. It was emotional. He's a good actor. It's like, why would you give that up? It's like, but he might already be contracted right now to do some shit. But it's like, nigga, people are looking at you as the king of New York, the rapper. You need to drop a hot album right now.
But why? It's the same thing Joe Budden said. Niggas looking at me as the hottest podcaster. Why am I gonna drop an album? Remember when Maul kept saying drop an album, drop an album? And he's like, no, why would I?
He's
do
not the
that?
hottest actor though. Joey's Badass is not the hottest actor.
But he's a hot actor. So this is my point. It's like,
Oh, you're saying.
if you're already up in something, why are you gonna go back to some shit that didn't really pan out for you the way you thought it would? That's my point.
Maybe might be your chance, bro. Now is if he had the 2000 where it was the sequel to the 1999 mixtape, now would have been the best time to drop it. Timing also has to work in people's favors. Even though I think that album was kind of mid, aside from it being mid, if he were to drop it now, any album that was tied to the nostalgia sells. 1999 Part 2 would have been perfect right now. But it's coming. There is a Joey Badass coming before August 30th. He told my guy Jeremy Heck during an interview. Shout out to Jeremy. He interviewed him and he said, "Oh, before August 30th." But that was before the beef. The beef started. He might not even drop the album now or push it back. He might, you know what I'm saying, revisit the album, change the content. We shall see. But the King of New York, Joey Badass.
They're giving MAA awards updates. So Kendrick had 10 nominations. He only won 1. SZA won 2 AMA.
Thank
you.
The American Music Awards.
American Music Award. Billie Eilish got
That's live right now.
Most American Music Awards tonight. Eminem won 2 American Music Awards. He's never won one in the last 24 years.
What the hell is an American Music Award?
The AMA, the American Music Awards.
Yeah. I'm shocked Kendrick didn't sweep.
I mean, it's American music. I think if fans vote, I think
Maybe.
fans vote. I think it's different. I think fans vote for the AMAs. Comment down below. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. But yeah, I think fans vote for the AMAs. Yeah, Eminem won favorite male hip hop artist at the AMAs. Other nominees were Drake, Future, Kendrick Lamar, and Tyler Creator. Eminem beat them both, all of them. That's the Eminem fan base though, voting. That's what that is. The AMAs, and AMAs tend to be more white. They teeter on the white because they do a lot of pop awards as well, I believe. Favorite female R&B artist, AMAs, SZA. She accepted the award. That was dope. I'm seeing clips of the speech right here. And Kai Cenat is actually there, guys. He went from the fucking streaming university straight to the AMAs to the live stream from there. But guess what? I guarantee he's getting a bag. They probably pay that nigga $1 million. Live stream the AMAs. We need you here. We need this shit to be popping. Come here. It's like, I got you, but I got to do this. I'm going to take a flight here. Okay. Boom. Because other than that, Kai Cenat, I don't see him going to the AMAs. AMAs is dope, and it's a big award. To be honest, I think it might be, if not the first award show, in music in American history, it's amongst them. Because I remember seeing clips of like Elvis and shit. Like it's like it was very more important back then, but it has a large significance in culture, like his foundation, AMAs. So I always respect it. Shit, invite me, I'll fucking be there. You fucking crazy. But yeah, we'll update you more if there's more major stories on the AMAs next week, guys. Appreciate you for that in the live chat, updating us with that. We gotta leave soon to pick up Marloon. He's gonna let us know how it went with Playboy Cardi. He might have a black eye, we'll see. You never know, bro. To be honest. Diddy trial. I want to just revisit real quick the Diddy trial. I spoke about it over the weekend. What happened at the Kid Cudi taking a stand, and I forgot who else took the stand after Kid Cudi, but the Kid Cudi story, and then people were kind of coming at me in the comments, etc. Some women, but I'm a stand in what I'm saying as far as the Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi stated that Cassie played him. And my opinion on everything was that when I read the script, when you read everything, because a lot of people don't read shit, they just see a little clip. Read the whole script yourself of what happened. It painted the narrative to me as if what the lawyers did, it made Cassie look like, oh shit, you have some fault too. Because he said that Cassie gave the address to Diddy. So it sets Kid Cudi up like, oh shit. If Kid Cudi would have died that day, because Diddy went to find him at his house, etc., Cassie, accessory to murder. You gave the address up. You gave the drop. That's an actual charge that could happen. Didn't happen, but that's how lawyers were trying to play it up. Brian Steele for the jury, because you got to paint a picture for the jury. This is not just online commentary bullshit. There's a jury that has to vote and agree on the sentencing, the charges, etc. They're going to paint a picture for Diddy. That's all it is. It's not to minimize Cassie as a victim. Cassie's obviously a victim. The major victim here from what we've seen so far. That doesn't need to be reminded to me because we saw the video. She was getting beat up. The nigga's a demon. He's going to hell to me.
So what? Wait, Diddy's being accused of like attempting like to kill like.
No.
So Kid Cudi, the Kid Cudi shit was that Kid Cudi took the stand and Kid Cudi said, yes, I was dating Cassie in 2011 during their break because Cassie was with Diddy from 2008 until 2018, but they would take breaks. 2011, they had a little break, supposedly, but Diddy didn't see it that way. Diddy got jealous, and he took her back, basically. But he was homies or cool with Cudi, and one morning, she called Cudi like, oh, he has your address. I gave him your address. Oh, he's going to your house. He called Diddy. What are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm going to meet you at your house, blah, 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 to talk or whatever. He goes to his house. Diddy's not there, but his dog's locked up in the bathroom. Dog's panicking. Shit's moved around. It was around Christmas, I think, so there was like gifts or something moved around.
Now he opened those gifts.
He opened all his gifts. He's like a bad Santa, right? And then
the Grinch.
After, I think sometime after, his car, someone cut it open from the top and threw a Molotov cocktail inside and burned his car up, right? His Porsche. Diddy. That's what he believes is Diddy. He believes it was intentional. Everything was intentional, not accidental, right? But Brian Steele was trying to paint it as if, like, potentially, oh, do you leave your door unlocked? Oh, Cassie played you? You said yes. Oh, but so Cassie played you and played Diddy.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my argument. I wasn't trying to make it, but I get it. It's a sensitive topic. Like abuse, this is all a sensitive topic. Like
That's
no
cool.
one is trying to paint a picture though, or like make Diddy a hero. I'm just trying to say, Cassie
is looking bad.
Is looking bad legally in that situation specifically.
It's looking more like a toxic relationship versus sex trafficking.
That exactly, and the charge is sex trafficking. The charge is sex trafficking.
Sex trafficking her. That he was so violent and so overpowering that she could never say no, and all of the sexual acts they had, there was a lack of consent. The issue is when you do shit like this, it's like, I know what this looks like. I've seen, like, let's talk like we're in the hood for real. We know this. We've seen something like this before. Like when women are in a toxic relationship and they're going back and forth with a nigga. Like how many times have we heard a nigga dealing with a shorty and she drops the address of the nigga she dealing with to her ex, the crazy ex?
Yeah.
Like I've heard these stories before. So it's like, it makes it hard to make that separation from this is an abusive man that you were fearful of versus you were in a toxic ass relationship where you also played a role in like that toxicness. And it wasn't just this sex trafficking situation. Obviously, he's a monster, and he beat the shit out of her, and that's just terrible. But Brian Steele's doing a very good job at showing she is not the victim that they're painting her to be. Like, it's not this one-sided thing. Like, this was a mutual toxic situation that both parties were playing into, which hurts the state's case. Because at this point, it's like, what are we doing? I'm waiting for the sex trafficking part.
Yeah. People are like, oh, you're trying to blame the victim. Nobody is blaming the victim.
Nobody, because she was a victim.
It's the picture that Kid Cudi. Also, Kid Cudi is a victim.
Yeah.
Kid Cudi's traumatic. You think that he wanted to talk about that shit? That's why he made a post after. He was like this is tough to talk about. I finally let it out. He's embarrassed because think about it. He knew that she was getting abused too.
Yeah.
So he probably always felt like, yo, if I come out and say that this girl's played me or has ever played me, I'm gonna look crazy because people are gonna be like, yo, fuck you. Like, she's the one getting abused. He's like, yo, I know she's getting abused, but she also played me. Like, she set me up with this. Like, she gave the address. It's about painting the narratives or adjusting the narratives because the narrative's already there, but it's adjusting the narrative for the jury to their liking of what charge, more time, less time, all that shit is gonna happen. That's all I was trying to say. No one was trying to side with Diddy's demonic evil ass. That's not the case at all.
No.
But it's a very interesting conversation to have because this is gonna keep developing. So many random stories keep popping up, but it's like what's illegal and what's legal, because that's all that really matters.
And what's the charge and what's not?
She already got paid a settlement out of court from the abuse and the getting hit on, etc. $20 million.
But is that sex
That's not
trafficking?
this. That's not this. This is separate from this.
Thank you.
If it was this,
no, send that nigga to jail if this was a DV charge.
give that nigga 50 years plus.
You can't get that high for a DV charge.
Shit, might have to make it more. Make that nigga 100.
Yeah, this is my thing, bro. Like, I'm waiting for them to finally connect it, and Brian Steele's doing a very good job for the jury to see, like, yo, this nigga deserves to be in jail for domestic violence. But what y'all trying to hit him for 25 years is crazy. There's no case here.
Imagine Brian Steele's legal play was telling Young Thug to tweet that too. I doubt it though. I think it's the opposite. I think Brian Steele got mad at Young Thug. Yo, why would you tweet that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I agree.
Calling Kid Cudi a snitch. Like, why would you delete that? That's why he deleted it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that? What the fuck is wrong with you? You fucking crazy? Had to be some shit like that.
Bro, I'm telling you, he's gonna get 3 to 5 years.
But we'll keep you guys updated next week because the trial doesn't recommence until I think tomorrow or the day after because today's Memorial Day. So we'll keep you guys updated on that. Whoever takes the stand, there's rumors of Aubrey Day from Danity Kane and Diddy maybe taking the stand soon. But I think he might take the stand last week.
Yeah, no, they're gonna have
would
to do it
be
last.
like in 5 weeks from now
To destroy his character.
Yeah, I think it would be last. It wouldn't make sense for him to go now.
Lauren London, when does she go?
Lauren London is rumored to go, right? Because she was close friends with Cassie during all that. And then Whack 100 wanted to make rumors that Lauren London was in Freak Offs and all this shit.
She might have been.
That Nipsey Hussle might have been on one of those Freak Off tapes. I'm
That's
like, damn,
crazy.
Whack, you're going crazy. But then, God forbid, that does come out, then that would be wild, right? It's like, but
There's mad photos of them together, Vic.
not too far-fetched because rich people do rich people shit.
Together.
These niggas been rich for years. And if it's private until it gets revealed. So that's the unfortunate side of this thing, where shit that shouldn't have been public information becomes public information. But rest in piss, Diddy. What was I gonna say? Real quick, Remy Ma and Papoose. Remy Ma and Papoose have been going back and forth like crazy online after they're no longer together. They've been broken up for a couple years. She was rumored to be cheating on him with Easy, the block captain, the battle rapper. It was confirmed. She's in a relationship with him. And then Papoose has moved on to date the greatest female boxer of all time, Clarissa Shields. He's dating her. It's been confirmed. She did a Breakfast Club interview, Clarissa Shields, and she spoke about dating Papoose and the struggles of dealing with Remy Ma, but subliminally she mentioned it because she said that she also wants to have like 6 more kids and she wants to get married. She wants to have a big life, right? And Papoose is like 40. So Remy Ma went on Instagram Live 3 times for like 30 minutes each for like 2 days straight. Insane, going off, calling out Papoose, saying that Papoose is broke, calling out Clarissa Shields, saying that Papoose, talking about Papoose' kids, because they have kids, but they share some kids, and some kids are not her blood kids. So she's talking about Papoose' kids, right? Crazy. Even though she's moved on. Dike, right? She moved on, but she's going at Papoose like. And I watched the Clarissa Shields interview. She was fine. It was tasteful. She didn't even disrespect Remy, nothing. That was a good interview. But she felt entitled to speak her piece, right? Papoose responds. Papoose did, bless you. Papoose did almost a 2-hour-long Instagram live. It was like a fucking movie where he was talking, going off, and yeah, and he said that she went too far talking about his son, so he had to speak. And then he says that he's written 90% of her lyrics. So Remy Ma doesn't write her raps, according to Papoose, that he's written them. And he says that fans have always alluded to them being the case. Like, oh, you write for her in the comments. But he said that he never denied it, never addressed it. But he said you guys were right this whole time. It's like, oh, low blow. But he's admitting shit, right? Clarissa Shields tweeted like, yo, Pap has his own house, his own car. He has money. I don't know what she's talking about, that he's broke, etc. Then Papoose also goes off in detail saying that Remy Ma he alludes to her being gay as well.
Okay,
saying that
that's
she
weird.
was gay as well, that she likes girls as well.
You don't got to talk about that.
And it's like, whoa, why are you saying that? And then also saying that she's been cheating on him for a while now. This is the same people that were representing Black Love. I think they damn near trademarked it. They had the hat, right? And then Papoose, bro, holding her down while she was in jail for like 10 years. What? Holding her down. He held her down. Now this happens. It's messy and it's unfortunate, but they're putting it all online. It's one of the most toxic relationship displays on social media this year. And it's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate. I wish that Remy stopped talking because Remy just looks hurt.
Crazy.
Like her ex. And she looks wild. She does not look
started.
good at all.
Mhm.
She's the one that started all this shit, to be honest. Papoose, stand-up guy. Now he's scooping down to her level.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about her being gay, all this shit.
Which
Like, you
is
don't gotta
corny.
talk about that shit, bro. Your kids are gonna see this shit. You guys look corny.
I believe Pap though, because when she showed like how he left all his clothes and she packed it up,
all his fitted hats.
That's what it was. I'm like, yo, you know how much you gotta be a bitch for Papoose to leave behind the hats? Yo, Papoose left behind the fitteds. Like, fuck the clothes. Yo, leave the clothes. Papoose gets lineups in them fitteds, nigga. Like, his lineups are specifically for those hats. And that nigga left that shit in that crib for a year, still has not picked it up. Bro, whatever he's saying about her is true. That is one evil woman, bro.
Yo.
Nigga. That's yo, Edwin.
It's crazy.
Edwin. That nigga left behind the fitteds, nigga. Bro, wow.
God bless.
Yo, Remy Ma, you must be a terrible woman. God bless.
God bless. I hope you're not. I hope you're not, because I fuck with Remy. And also, does this discredit her as a rapper? Right? Her Nicki disses, her Nicki responses, her career as a rapper. It's crazy, man. Like, where does it go from here? Because to me, she was one of the best female rappers in the past decade. Now we got this Papoose saying he doesn't write your raps. Or he saying you don't write your raps. He's written 90% of your raps. Oh, shit. And including, I think, I'm Conceited. I think her biggest hit by herself. Crazy.
He probably did.
Crazy. Let's see if Fat Joe talks about it on his Joe and Jada podcast. I doubt he will. The Joe,
Hell no.
he ain't gonna
He
say
loves
shit.
Remy way too much.
You should talk about it though. You gotta mention it a little bit because he's mentioning other people's shit. He spoke about Birdman's relationship. I think Birdman like subliminally said something back to him, and he was like, "Oh, Birdman, I'm sorry. Like, what the?" I'm like, all right.
Joe, yo,
these niggas getting messy.
Yeah, he getting messy because he's done that a couple times with the Joe Budden thing. He apologized after.
Yeah, no.
Now he's apologizing to Birdman. Fat Joe, you a messy nigga.
Yeah, we got dip.
I love it though.
Fat Joe's over here talking about catching ketchup. That shit was.
Oh yeah, catching ketchup. He said when niggas get stabbed in jail, Tory Lanez is catching ketchup.
Yo, Tory Lanez
because it's bleeding. It's like, what type of terminology is this, Fat Joe?
This nigga's slang is out of this.
Rhode Island news to end the podcast right here. Some local stories that were major. We want to shout out the Matanuk. I always mispronounce this place. Matanuk. What's it called?
I don't fucking know.
Matanuk. The Matanuk Oyster Bar. This famous oyster bar in Rhode Island, one of the most famous restaurants of all time, Rhode Island, burned down. I think it's Matunik, right? It burned down, right? But if you go right now to the GoFundMe, bro, they have raised over $100,000. They almost hit $200,000 in donations, right? Because they want to actually, on the GoFundMe, they want to be able to pay the employees and the staff, right? While they're repaying and rebuilding also this oyster bar. This place has been getting a lot of love and a lot of actual respect and a lot of acknowledgement. So we want to shout them out here as well and give them the respect and give them the acknowledgement because the images of this fire was crazy.
Insane.
It was crazy. It's still being under investigation right now, but I'm assuming it could have been something in the actual, like, grease ducts or the grease fans or something, or God forbid someone set the place on fire, like being a wild hater. There'd be some wild haters out here, some wild haters. But shout out to Rhode Island for coming together and supporting each other here, because without that love, this would not be happening.
There was a lot of women in distress on my timeline.
Man, the oysters, bro.
Yeah.
We need the oysters this summer.
I feel sorry for you, women. I've been praying for you. I know other spots.
Also, speaking of Rhode Island, round of applause. Congratulations to the new Miss Rhode Island USA, Brianna Vega, right? Woo! Classical like us, Dominican like us, Rhode Island, Providence like us. Round of applause again.
Born and raised. You love it.
Proper representation right there. That's a true. I love that. I love that. She's been grinding for years.
For years,
doing this and different things in the world of modeling and pageantry, and she's won it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that she deserves it. Congratulations. She was a runner-up. You said what year was the runner-up?
She was a runner-up in 2022. I believe she also went again in 2023. I don't think she competed in 2024. I'm not a stalker, by the way. Please don't throw that at me.
Yeah, but you're spinning a lot of facts.
Nah, it's because, my sister...
Chat GPT, no GPT.
My sister put me on. Like, I was not aware that Brianna was really out here. My sister went to school with classical with us as well. Like, she was explaining to me, like, she really, like, grinded for this. And then I'm like going through her page.
I'm out here grinding.
Like if you go through her page, bro, the whole thing is the pageantry. And I'm like, oh shit, like this was really like your bag.
She bleeds this shit.
She bleeds that shit.
She deserves this shit. She bleeds that shit.
Yo, that's respect, nigga. Yo, go show them white guppies that you that bitch. Fuck out of here. Yo, because it's mad white guppies in the fucking Miss USA. I'm like, nigga, what the fuck? This is trash. Mayonnaise.
I mean, Rhode Island is 80% white.
Yo, I don't give a fuck. The bitches look bad, bro. She look better than the bitches. They look like mayonnaise, bro. Yo, go start on these niggas, bro. Show them Rhode Island, like, bro, fuck out of here, bro. They never seen a Dominican woman, bro. I swear to God, bro. Nigga.
Shout out to Brianna.
Shout out.
Congratulations. They'll say what?
This nigga's crazy. This nigga's crazy.
You said something about mayonnaise? We have right here also, I did want to mention this story that there was a time capsule. There was a small time capsule found at the McCoy Stadium in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, right? After they destroyed the McCoy Stadium, they have found a time capsule, right? They're saying that it's going to be open June 23rd at the 44th anniversary of the largest professional baseball game ever played. They're going to have a ceremony, and they're going to open this time capsule. The time capsule was from 1940.
Jesus Christ.
So it's a 80-year-old time capsule. Right, 1940. That's crazy. The crews are still looking for a second time capsule, which allegedly has memorabilia from the longest game that was played back in 1981. They're saying that it's believed to be buried between the home plate and the pitcher's mound of the Pawtucket Paw Sox Stadium. They're still looking for that one as well. That is crazy. There's a lot of history there. My thing is this. That's a lot of fucking years. What happens if they open that shit and a fucking alien pops out that bitch? or a disease.
A fucking alien, big.
Or a disease or something, no? You You gotta be
Disease is
careful
crazy.
with that shit.
Vic, 80 years is not that far.
80 years, Noah. That's a lot of
There's no
years.
diseases we don't know about from 80 years ago, bro.
You think they got some clam chowder? You think they got some clam chowder? Some
Bro.
80-year-old Rhode Island clam chowder in that bitch?
They might have, bro. Remember, niggas had to go through there to get to the league. There might be some historical shit in there from like old players. The Red Sox had some crazy niggas back then.
That's
Some-
true.
Some Hall of Famers.
That's true. That's when they really respected the Paw Sox because they were considered damn
The
near major, no? Not major, but damn near.
Back then baseball was well more respected. The
Like the
AAA mattered
AAA
more.
mattered more.
Yeah, mattered more back then. Nigga, there was some niggas on the Red Sox in the 40s, nigga. What are you talking about?
And lastly, it is Memorial Day. It is Memorial Day and it's Memorial Day week. So we want to shout out to all the people that have served in the military. It is an actual holiday to pay respects to the people that have died in active military service, who have died in active military service, and just the military people in general, for them to be remembered. And then I've looked up some stats when it comes to Rhode Island and Rhode Island's history with the military and actual just serving. Rhode Islanders have actually a long history with the military service. During World War I, a total of 28,929 Rhode Islanders served in World War I, WW1, with 702 of them dying as a result of their service. During the Civil War, Rhode Islanders contributed to, I think I have the exact right here, over 25,000 men in the Union Army from Rhode Island. Currently, Rhode Island has over 63,000 veterans that live in Rhode Island. 5,000 female veterans, estimated about 12.9% of Rhode Island homes are actually occupied by veterans. Right, that's a bigger percent than I expected. And there's about 3,200 active duty service members in Rhode Island, along with about 1,000 active duty spouses and 1,900 active duty children. Additionally, Rhode Island has 4,430 National Guard reserve members, 1,729 National Guard and reserve spouses, and 2,572 National Guard and reserve children. I'd be forgetting how that's like a thing. Obviously, when you serve in the military, they consider you like a military spouse, military child. Like it's actually a term. I think even in your paperwork and stuff as well, you can mention it when you're that close to the family of the military.
Yeah.
So
you get mad benefits.
Happy Memorial Day to Rhode Island this week, Memorial Day weekend, everything. Let me go eat a glizzy right now. I love you guys. Appreciate you guys. Club Ambition to the world. Rhode Island to the world. Cap 189. See you guys next week. Hopefully Marloon's here with Playboy Cardi's secret details, phone numbers, and etc. We're out. Love you guys. Be safe. Sound. Noel. Marloon. Edwin. Rhode Island.
Stop recording and stop
Cap.
streaming.
Yes, sir.